King Chauncey, it has been an interesting ride for you. Sure, there's probably rebellion growing in your micro-kingdom.
What?
It's quite possible that your employer is involved in some kind of cover-up conspiracy. And you are constantly hounded by people asking you to make hyper-specific laws that they can exploit for personal gain. But lots of people have been signing up for your various marketing schemes, and your patron Randall has been so impressed that he's already starting to talk about bumping you up to tier 7.
Only 47 tiers to go.
Looking out over the audience chamber, there are not very many petitioners today, which means a lot of time to do whatever king stuff you do in your off time. But then you are given pause because a trio of figures walks into the room, all wearing badges from HEI.
Oh, God.
Some of them you recognize. Philip, tell us about who walks into the room on this fine day.
Walking in front is a short gnome with fiery orange hair and a bright blue goatee. He has a funny hat, and if you can imagine like a fly fisherman's vest with a bunch of stuff all over it, that's what he's got. Tiny chains all over it and like little baubles and things and trinkets, and a big smile plastered on his face.
I don't like that. I don't know what this is about. I don't like that.
Immediately behind the gnome walks a figure that you have gone on many a job with. A tall, frilled lizard folk. But Adam Kahn, of course, tell us about it.
Yes, so Reyes walks in, he bows his head to King Chauncey. Reyes being 6'6", or as most people would say, crag height. Crag of many stones.
One crag's tall.
One crag's tall. He has on a very like tattered vest, and he's also got pretty much almost like a kilt, one would say, with pouches and stuff to reach inside of potions and everything that he may carry. And his scales are like very mixed with reds and browns and blacks as well too. But you also notice with his scales, it looks like he's just constantly like shedding as well too. And also now too, when you see him, there's it almost seems like I guess you could say a shell, ever so vague of just like. Looks like dark smoke that kind of like caresses off of his skin as well a little bit too. But he also too has a very nice face. as he bows to the king and licks his lips.
And behind these two comes a figure that you probably have not seen in your time with HEI, who perhaps looks a little distracted, but Sky, tell us about this third figure in the room.
Okay, so you see this woman walking through, very, very model-esque, with confidence in her step. She's about 5'10", 5'11", and she has black hair, and above that black hair looms two black ears, furry ears above her. She also has this soft white, like snow white skin with these sharp golden eyes, black eyelashes, and this gold this gold eyeliner underneath her eyes. She has this jacket on that has gold, white, and black all over it, kind of in the with like flowers all around it. Stretches all the way down to halfway to like almost to her knees, and she has just like a nice white top on and some baggy cargo pants that are black. And there's this obsidian brick kind of phasing around her as she walks forward to you, King. And as she's walking, she's saying, yes, everything will be just fine. Trust in us, and we will trust in you. Okay, you have a wonderful day. Thank you. And as she says thank you, this confident Fox Kitsune character slips immediately and is just wrecked with this weight. Her shoulders fall forward, and she's just out of breath. Am I late? Am I late? Have I made it in time? I really hope that I've made it. I'm here for my scheduled appointment, and you needed one of us to show up, right? I just barely have enough time, but I'm here and I made the cut. King, It's nice to meet you. My name's Phoebe, and if you need me, just ask, okay? But you have to ask. That's definitely a necessity.
It's been like this for days.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way?
No.
Okay.
You are behind me. You're fine.
Okay, good. As she's wiping off the dust that she has from the floor, trying to pick herself up, a little bit smaller. Hey, a coin!
Found it late.
Oh, a coin! She picks up a coin. She's looking at it. She puts it into her pocket, and she's like, "I'm so glad I got paid today. Another hard day for me. But tell us more about you. What do we need to do here, huh, sir?"
Hello.
So, the gnome, you have a delivery, a heavy envelope, a sealed envelope for Chauncey. You see the gnome approaches and just hands you, it's a big
Hello.
heavy, like manila envelope.
King Chauncey Madhoff. Here you go. It's a delivery, HEI, just for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Not gonna deal with that. I'm just kidding. What did that say?
I didn't open it. Yeah, sealed.
I don't have mending. Sorry.
Hold on, let me pick this.
Give me that back.
Put this back together. Hold on, let's request kings, I guess.
So you open it, there's actually
I cast stabilize
like
on it.
a stack of papers. Some of them are in a thick file, and one is just like a loose like cover letter. Pulling that out first, you see it says, "Dear licensed hero Chauncey Madoff, you are being assigned to the task force arrayed before you. Several murders have been reported on the borders of the micro-kingdom of Halgervonger in the wilderness territory. You and your team are to work together to discover the source of these murders and put an end to any threat to travelers and locals. Please review the enclosed case file with your team. This threat is to be considered active and current, and prevention of further attacks should be made top priority." Below that, again, you see this sort of thick file full of other papers.
I wish Hawk was here. He could read this. Okay. Let me just look through it like kings do. What is the rest of the information?
Sure. And you start looking through. You flip through a couple of the papers in the file, and you see that it contains some reports of several missing travelers. And then the latest report is that a body was found at a roadside camp. There's a map that includes like the location of the roadside camp, and you can see that it is within the borders of your kingdom.
Okay. It's in my jurisdiction.
It's in your jurisdiction. That's right. Looking through the missing persons report, you see that one of them was a local shepherd. There was a traveling merchant, and then there was a man on his way to Kavalosha on what was only described as family business. There are a few details that stand out. There aren't very many other details that stand out in those particular cases, except that it establishes sort of this pattern of disappearances that goes back maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Right?
Okay.
You do see that if you wish to contact anyone who might know those missing persons, the only name that's provided in the file is a man by the name of Dagran Leeway, who is noted to be the missing shepherd's grandfather.
Okay.
Now, there's a little bit more detail on the file for the body that was found. The report says that the body was of a man in his early 20s. The witness said it looked like maybe his neck was broken, and he'd had all of his clothing and belongings stripped away. The body has since been moved to a nearby farmstead to keep animals from getting at it and awaits inspection. And the location of that farmhouse is also marked on the map. And you can see that it is actually not too far away from the camp where the body was found.
Okay.
There's very little other details that are known based on what's in the file. And there is a lot of concern, though no definitive proof, that the disappearances and the murder are linked. But HEI, nonetheless, has decided to take up the case on behalf of the good people of Kavalosha. Though technically, it did happen in your kingdom.
So it is now. Okay, crier, new rule. no one gets murdered in my kingdom. That's a new law.
Ah, very good, sir. No murders.
Yes. If it just make sure it happens outside the border. Like as long as the body is.
No murders within these made-up political boundaries. Yes, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Wise, King. Wise.
King, question.
Yes, Reese.
What if, by chance, someone tries to murder you, but then you have to defend yourself?
I mean, that's self-defense. That's not murder. It's not like what you did to my cousin at my family reunion and ate him.
That wasn't me. You have no proof?
Okay. Hello. I am King Chauncey. Who are you, my smallish friend?
Reckle Mubnuff, at your service, King Chauncey.
Can you say your name?
Reckle Mubnuff. Reckle Mubnuff.
Reckle Mubnuff.
Reckle Mubnuff.
Reckle, got it.
Reckle Mubnuff.
Reckle Mubnuff.
Reckle Mubnuff.
Okay, and you are Phoebe?
There is no murder anymore. Yes, just in. Mm-hmm. Okay. Call back anytime you need.
I'm terrified.
What is happening?
Oh God.
What did I miss it?
You are very
Did I
close
miss
to a
it?
king.
Did I miss it? Who's the king? King?
Me.
Oh, that's why I was
This
calling
guy.
you king earlier. I'm so sorry.
This guy with the half crown,
Yes,
and
yes.
then that firefox
Right.
named Cheese with the other half crown.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
little joint.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I got it.
Yes. You are very close to my face.
Phoebe's
right now.
writing down that I'm very close to his face. Like, I'm so close. I'm actually, Phoebe is drawing his face right now and just angling her face in it, just making sure that there's detailed notes of this moment.
Okay.
When
If
you
I can
say
ask
okay,
a question, we weren't really told why we were sent here. Just said deliver the package, and then the king will.
I'm so sorry.
Fill
I
you in.
thought I was reading out loud. So apparently, a murder has happened in my kingdom, and Heroic Endeavors is kind enough to request my help in solving this mystery.
Great.
Yes. According to my notes, there's a man named Dagon Leeway that we can question. His son died. The body seems to have its neck broken, and all clothes were taken from its possession. It is located in a farm not far from here. Yeah, that's multiple murders.
ripped.
Huh?
Oh, 1 second. But ripped. Ripped. The clothes were ripped
Oh,
off of. Yeah.
okay. I mean, it's my hand of the king isn't here. Who am I gonna?
Yes, what happened to Hawk? Where has he been?
I sent them off on another mission that I needed to get done. It has been some time, and he has not come back. But I can only assume that he's doing an amazing job like normal. I need to appoint a person to look after the kingdom while I'm not here. And then he goes to he just sees a child walking past. He's like, "You there!
Yes, sir. Your Majesty, sir.
You are king for a day."
Hooray! Yippee!
Hold on. He's not king for a day.
Aw.
New law, 24 hours. No one can make new laws. Okay, now he's king for a day.
Oh. All right then. I call a festival.
Oh, that's acceptable. I approve. Okay, guys. Do we just? He tries to huddle up without Phoebe. He do we just do we leave her here, or do we?
I've been told she's able to talk to spirits of sorts. Well,
Okay.
not quite sure. Very, very new to AGI.
She's got a floating black brick.
I saw it. It is violently swinging around.
Yes, it's already hit us on our journey here multiple times.
That's a large bruise.
Yes.
As you're discussing this huddled up, you hear like almost next to, like in your ear, as I'm away, I'm just whispering words as I cast my cantrip message, and I'm messaging each and every one of you. I'll be right behind you.
Jesus.
Dear Lord.
Wherever you go.
Jesus. Oh,
I promise I will follow you to the depths of the deepest depths.
Oh, my heart, sweet Desna. Desna, save me. Oh, God. Okay.
But meanwhile, you just see Phoebe, and she's just as this obsidian brick is just phasing through around her, back and forth. Just
Okay.
lips continuously moving. Can't really understand what she's saying.
Wait, she could talk to spirits?
Can well,
Does
you
this
said
mean
you're mouthing things.
Yes.
Can I want to see what she's mouthing because Jim, I have read lips.
Oh.
Okay.
So I want to see what she is mouthing. I've been watching because you said it takes what about 4 to 5 days to get from Kavalosha to the kingdom.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit.
So you've been on the road with her for a few days already.
Yes, I want to do read lips. I do believe train in society. So I roll a society check at my leisure, if I've been encountering this, like I can actually sit there and like read what you're trying to say. So I'm
Yeah.
all right. Society check. That does good. Well, you know what's not the best in society today. Your lips are moving like so fast. I don't think I actually can figure out what you're saying with a 13.
Oh, a 13. Okay, well, you can get a few words, I think, such as strangle, help, money, need,
Need to strangle.
always.
Always need to.
That's about all you hear.
Always need to strangle for money. Send help. Excellent. I think I figured out what she's been saying this whole time.
Does this floating brick mean anything to me?
I guess you can make an esoteric allure.
Okay. 34?
Yeah.
We've been traveling for a few days.
You have been able to sense some kind of divine energy that it's not necessarily like this is an enchanted item, but there is some kind of connection to the divine here. And you can tell that it is some kind of very specific communication tool that keeps Phoebe in constant contact with some other entity or entities.
Okay.
Well,
But they can't recognize that.
No.
no, I don't have no idea what that is. Okay, look into my notes. I mean, you can talk to spirits. She can talk to spirits.
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, well that will help with the body. Which one is closer, Jim Jam? The body or Dagrin Leeway?
Technically, it would be quicker to get to interview Dagrin.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's not a lot of go off of in these notes, but I see
They
that
look pretty thick.
it's just, and you see him like crumpling up some of that. There's just not a lot to go there.
If only Gatorman was here, we'd look for clues.
If only. We have a person of interest. Not a person of interest. I don't think he murdered his son, but we have not a witness, a guy. Yeah, a guy
There is a guy.
Guy.
that we should talk to. It's his dad. Unfortunately, that's gonna be rough to talk to him. But I think we should first, and then maybe go see the body and have, like, sadly looks over at Phoebe. Phoebe, talk to the body.
Spirits around it.
Well, that's a plan.
Yeah.
Abilities. Yes.
Okay. We just have to do one thing first. We have to go to this guy's house and stomp some signs into the ground because he keeps putting them up, even though it's against the law.
What sorts of signs?
It's just trying to mutiny against my kingdom because he thinks he's the ruler and
Oh, was it the other king originally?
yeah.
Dodgeball king guy.
Yeah, Dodgeball King guy. So I go over there, I stomp some signs.
You see that, like, as you are stomping a few, like, as soon as you step foot onto the property and you like stomp a couple of signs, and then like all these guys in like scale armor come running up and are like trying to get you out, like, oh, it's private property, sir. This is private property. You have to please exit the. And you know that Ronald has somehow, for some reason, been hiring an increasing amount of private security that he has usually posted up around his manor. And they're like ushering you off the premises.
Whoa! Don't you? I am
One of them is already like picking up one of the signs, and he has another sign in a bag, and he's putting it right where you stomp the one. He's like,
oh, you wait until I get back. There's gonna be some new laws coming in.
I think there's a 24-hour cap on laws. I actually heard that earlier today.
On making laws, that's
Yeah,
right.
all right. 24 hours,
Pass
you
the
can't do
law.
it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
You are right.
The king would be upset with you if you did that. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
the Child King.
I got it. You know what? I gotta respect the game.
Plus, you
Game
don't
respects
want to
game.
ruin a perfectly good festival this early in the day.
Yep. You know what? You know, Rugglemovnuff, I like you. You want to be my right hand?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Ak is no longer the right hand of the king.
Just immediately offloaded your most important, your closest advisor.
He's the
Someone you
left
met
hand
20
of the
minutes
king.
ago.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Dagrin Leeway.
Dagrin Leeway. Okay, so Dagrin Leeway he's an older man. His grandson was a shepherd, and it's likely that he was a shepherd in his younger days. And they live in a little hut, surrounded by sheep. And so you go up to this little hut. There's a couple hours of walking. Nothing interesting happens. It's a very quiet, beautiful day. You get to this hut and you see that sitting outside of it, drinking a steaming mug of tea, is this sort of hunched over old man who is just sort of watching as the sheep are like wandering around. They're sort of scattered and wandering about this property, and he's just sort of watching it all happen. Barely seems to notice as the four of you approach. Then when he does spot you, he just looks kind of confused.
Hello. He like looks at the paper again. Mr. Leeway?
Yes?
Hi, I am King Chauncey of Halgavera. I'm King Chauncey.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
The Chauncey.
Yeah, there's a small kingdom called Halgavera.
That's where we're in it.
Yeah, I'm the king.
You're the king? I thought that was that Ronald weird.
No, Ronald tried to trick me to fight a devil in dodgeball.
Whatever
Well,
you do in the castle doesn't matter. The sheep are gonna do their thing regardless of who's sitting on the throne.
Okay, really took the wind out of my sails introducing
sorry.
myself. It's fine.
Maybe if you were doing things like tax rebates and whatnot, I'd have heard of you, but it sounds like,
I've done... He like flips.
Occasionally someone comes around on Tuesdays to tell me to take off my shoes, so that's about all the governance
Isn't
that's
that-
happening around here.
Good. Okay, tell what would you like done? Like what is a law that you would like?
Well, I mean, it would be nice if
I just
if it
outlawed
was a
murder.
law that you had to bring old men pie every Wednesday would be very nice.
Okay. Okay.
And, cherry is particularly good if it's in season, and
Okay.
apple if it's not.
Okay.
That sounds like a good law to me.
That does sound like a good law.
Now, when you say old, how old do you mean?
Oh yeah, what's the age cutoff?
age?
Like,
Just
are we-
bring me pies, and I will support
Okay.
whatever
Okay.
other governing things you're going to do. That's
Bring
fine.
Dagrin.
Do you need me to bow or something?
Leeway.
I'm
Nah,
sorry,
it's-
the king.
it's
I
fine.
forgot.
It's
That's
fine. We're
Good.
past
it's
that.
hell on my knees.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that to you. We're actually here on some pressing matters that I unfortunately have to talk to you about. Your grandson.
Yes, I probably shouldn't have role-played this so flippant because I've just recently lost a very important person in my life.
You're taking it very
I should have
well.
been way more
You're
serious
taking
about
it
this. Yes.
Very well. Hey, I outlawed murder.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was legal prior to this.
You hear just exactly what I did earlier with the message, and you're going to hear this Phoebe's voice, this other person that you've never heard's voice in your head say, "He didn't at all. Murder's still legal."
What? That was.
Just to the shepherd, just to leave.
I feel like that was the thing I did before I left. So
So yes, well, it's good to see that the king himself has come to take care of my troubles. That's great. That's wonderful. I'm afraid you're probably too late, though. I mean, my grandson, he's been missing for some 3 weeks, and let's face reality. He probably ran afoul of the water ghouls.
wait, my kingdom has water ghouls?
Yes, I filed a complaint, and nothing ever happened.
This is why Ock's not the right hand anymore.
Yes, they've been in the wood for several years now, and we've just avoided them, and they don't come out. But I think my foolish grandson, I think he didn't listen to me. And he went and he got eaten by the water ghouls. Okay. Almost certainly.
Mr. Leeway, just a question. What makes you think it was water ghouls?
Well, I guess it could have been a bear, but it was probably the water ghouls, because that's what they do. They eat people.
Have you had prior experience with these water ghouls?
Oh, I mean, no, we just stay away from the woods and the water where the ghouls are.
Uh-huh. Have you ever seen a water ghoul?
Not with my own eyes, but they're there.
Somebody else has come into contact with the water ghouls?
No, we stay out. We just stay away, and but they're definitely there. The water ghouls.
Just to change the subject real quick, have you seen your grandson? How long ago did he leave?
No, it was 13, 14 days ago. He was out. He was tending to his chores, and after he was done, he asked if he could. He wanted to run into town, and I told him yes, but stay out of the woods where the water ghouls are. And I don't think he took the shortcut and went through the woods.
Yeah, rookie mistake.
I'm assuming. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You know he took a shortcut through the woods?
I don't know that. No,
okay.
I'm just assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no other explanation.
Did anyone see him on the way, or are you just the last anyone heard of him? He was talking to you when you went to town?
I think I was the last one to see him, yes.
Okay. Is there anybody that has any personal problem with you?
There's
someone
Cheryl.
After your sheep?
No, nobody wants my sheep. Cheryl, she a few years ago, she baked a pie, a cherry pie.
That's not right.
I wrote the name down, and I was like, when he said a few years ago, I was like, this isn't going anywhere.
And
this continues to not like.
The cherries were a little tart, and I told her so, and she hasn't been happy with me ever since.
Out of season.
Yes.
Should have gave you apple.
Well, that's what I would have suggested if she had given me a chance to, offer that advice, but she was very cross.
To a total different sidebar, apart from this incredibly important conversation about pie, has anybody in town had any interaction with these water ghouls?
The people in town don't come out here very much.
What about other
and we
farmers?
Around here, we stay away from them because they're very dangerous and they eat people like my grandson, who was a little foolish.
Might you be able to point us in the direction that these water ghouls are? That we
For the point, there's a wooded area that there's a big field, where the sheep do their grazing, and then you can see a tree line in the distance. It's over there. There's a stream that runs through those woods, and that's where the water ghouls live.
Okay. On behalf of King Chauncey, I don't want to pull the wool over your eyes, Mr. Leeway. And I'm feeling a bit sheepish telling you this, but I don't know if we're going to be able to.
Yes. Keep going. Do you have a third one?
I don't know.
Two is pretty good. Two is pretty good.
I'm not gonna ram you with the details.
Don't give him that bad feeling.
Yeah, good. But I don't want to say this directly to you, but I don't know if we'll be able to recover your son. That was you with an E.
That was good. He did.
Yeah.
He recovered
Yeah.
nicely. Yes.
Yeah. But your grandson, but we're going to do everything we can to investigate it.
Well, if you see the water ghouls, kill them.
Yes, of course. And if your grandson's still out on the lam, we'll bring him back to you.
Oh, he's definitely been eaten by the water ghouls.
Yeah,
There's just no other.
You're handling this very well.
I've had a hard life out here in the wilderness, out here on the edge of things. Sometimes there's water ghouls.
That a hard life.
And, the thing is, I just sort of started going like this, and I can't stop.
Okay.
Relatable.
We'll dagger.
We're just going to shear off now, okay?
Yeah.
Very good. A fourth. Impressive.
I'm gonna put this law into effect that you will receive pies,
But not until
cherry-
tomorrow.
I got a note that no laws today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I put a 24-hour hiatus on laws. I did not think that through. But in 48 hours, I will put into effect that you will get pies, whether cherry if season, and apple if not, on Wednesdays.
Excellent. If there's ever an uprising against you, I won't be part of it. On account of the pies.
Okay. Would you fight for me?
Oh, no.
Okay.
At
That would be really bad for my knees.
At that point, Phoebe's gonna come over to this wonderful Dagrin Leeway and put her hand on Dagrin's shoulder, and you're going to hear her say, "I've taken care of it. Don't worry." And you're going to turn around, and I've herded the sheep into where they needed to. I've shepherded the sheep for them because it has been a part of the many things that she has been talking to herself about, and she has shepherded his sheep for him into a nice little, into their wherever they stay.
Thank you. Oh, they just roll. They don't have a fence. We don't believe in it.
I put them
But
in
I'm
one
glad that-
area
yes.
like you wanted.
good.
She built a fence around and forced the sheep inside.
Can that happen?
That can happen, yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you
So
much.
I've built a fence, and I've shepherded these sheep into this.
It's a metaphorical fence.
One that traps us all. Okay,
Prison of the mind.
Mr. Leeway.
I heard your thought,
Thank you.
and I've answered.
Shouldn't read people's minds, though, without
Remember
asking. It's kind of
her
rude.
name. Kiriko.
Well, we'll be investigating that now, Mr. Leeway. We hope we don't come back with any bad news.
I'm not going to give you the fifth one, because that was a suggestion from the lizard. Your score remains at 4, young man.
Oh my God.
This has been a pleasure. I'm so sorry. I do not know what to say goodbye.
Bye, then. See you later.
Yes. Good.
As we get away, I'm like, I don't know exactly. I mean, we should check out this water ghoul thing, but it seems like no one's ever heard or seen a water ghoul. And like, what is the information they're going on?
Okay, wait. Hold on. Two things. He was real easy on his grandson's death.
Well, I don't think he's all the way there.
Okay, that's fair.
He's in
That's fair.
denial.
Yeah.
And then second, why were you antagonizing him with sheep puns?
Just trying to lighten the mood. He seemed to be enjoying it. I mean, anything you can do to bring a smile to the face of someone who's lost a loved one, I always feel like it's the right move.
He did not smile one time.
No, I saw it. I saw it. I saw the smile.
I forget you are here sometimes.
Hi. I promise you, I'm always here whenever you need me.
And that worries me.
So my question is then, do we inspect there's a body somewhere?
Yeah,
Or talk to people who have also had disappearances? Or do we just go right into the forest and find out about these water ghouls?
So unfortunately, the other people who disappeared does not have anyone we can talk to. There are no family members written down. There is no next of kin.
So let's go quick. Quick into the forest.
Relationship.
It's time to go to the forest. We should go to the forest
No,
quick.
we can't.
I'm
we
going
have
to the forest.
Okay,
All right,
you by
let's
yourself.
go. Let's go.
You by
All
yourself
of us.
can go in the forest.
I'm going to be
Why
pushing
are
them
you
along.
pushing me?
Pushing
I
them
am-
along.
I am a king.
Come on.
Very
Come on this
can I
way.
not
This way.
stop?
I'm helping.
Wasn't there some business about a body recovering
Yeah,
in the
so
clothes?
at the farmstead, that's our next.
Okay.
That's our next goal. There is a body. The body's gonna have a neck broken, and we'll see. I say the clothes are taken. She says the clothes have been torn.
Ripped. They're ripped. Ripped. I said ripped.
Okay, she
Hurry,
said rip.
we're out
She
of
said rip.
time.
She
We
said
must
rip.
go.
I think we can
She
all
said
agree
rip.
she
Ripped.
said rip.
Thank you.
Okay.
So body, yes,
nice
body
having help.
Then we should definitely at least inspect because perhaps maybe they're not water ghouls. It could be somebody pretending as well.
It could be anything.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna start heading over to the farmstead.
You go to the farmstead where the body is, and it's not too far away. You're sort of in the locality already, and you arrive at a beet farm that is tended by two women in their early 40s. One with a square jaw and barely visible lower tusks that suggest some orc heritage. And the other is a dwarf with broad shoulders and the tattoo of an anvil on her arm. Rhodey, the half orc, recognizes your badges immediately when you approach, and seems to recognize you, and she kind of nods her head. Doesn't really bow, but she nods her head in deference. Says, "Well, I expect you're here about the body, which is great. Glad to be rid of it, because I feel sorry for the poor bastard. But that stench was getting to be a lot. So
Well, I mean, we're not taking the body with us.
they're not taking the body. You've got to.
No, we came to inspect it and then to see where.
Well, how do I get rid of it?
No, I will send a cart sometime within the next 24 to 48 hours. I really can't make laws right now. I don't know if that means I can't order people around. I kind of left a child in charge, and I'm realizing that the farther we get out of town that might have been a mistake. I kind of just went, you there, your king, and I'm kind of lost without Ak, to be honest. He was my right-hand man, and then this my new right-hand man.
Hi.
Yeah, can you show us the body before I keep saying things that make you think that I'm not a good king?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, side note. Are there any laws that you want implemented so you don't betray me?
I can.
I just made
Well,
murder
write it. You know
illegal.
what? Donna and I'll write a few suggestions down to send with you.
Okay, that's perfect.
And,
Okay. Yes.
But the body's over here in the barn.
Where exactly did you find the body?
Oh, it was Donna who found it. There's a roadside camp not too far from here where sometimes all the travelers stay, and it's not much. It's literally just sort of a fire pit and a lean-to. Anybody's free to use it, and she was sort of out on a morning walk, and she was jogging, and she saw somebody there. Turns out they were dead.
Interesting.
Okay. Do you mind grabbing her and having her come with us? We would like to ask her a few questions, like how she found the body.
Yes, of course. Yeah. She just cups her hands. Donna, the king wants to ask you about the dead guy. And Donna, the dwarf, comes scurrying out of the house. She comes over. She's like, "Okay, I'll be right there. I'm coming."
That tattoo on her arm.
Yeah.
Can I do a knowledge religion on it? Does it signify a god or deity that she worships?
Society. Or it's really.
I can do society.
Society. Yeah.
I should know society.
30.
30. It means that she, at the very minimum, completed a journeyman's program
Okay.
for as a blacksmith.
Okay.
But obviously, her current life, she's chosen a different path. As you see no evidence of any forge on the premises.
Interesting. Have to get that involved. Hello, Donna.
Hey.
My name is King Chauncey.
Yeah, we heard there was a new king in the town. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Then you're out here attending to this whole crime business. So tough on crime kind of king. Okay.
Yeah. I care for my people, and I would like them to see that I take initiative. Can you tell us how you found? I understand that you found the body by the campsite.
Yeah.
In what condition did you find the body in?
Well,
Can you settle a thing? Were the clothes ripped or were the clothes taken?
the clothes were gone. Everything was gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course I could. Yeah.
Didn't have nothing. We assume kind of a robbery gone wrong, maybe. I mean, I'm not a detective. I'm simple farm woman, but
I mean, what do you know about water ghouls?
Oh, you talked to Mr. Leeway. Yeah, he says that there's ghouls that live in the woods. I mean, no one's. I think after his grandson went missing, he's not well.
I mean, he
really shouldn't be living alone. We've been trying to check on him, but
well, I'm implementing a new rule that he gets pies, cherry or apple, on Wednesdays.
He does love a good pie.
Yeah.
So
that should help him.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Donna,
Yes.
I don't want to beat around the bush or anything. I want to get to the root of this problem here. Can we see the body?
Yeah, it's right here in the barn.
Okay.
And she leads you up to the barn, and she actually stops maybe like 20 feet away from the door. And she's like, "Yep, there it is. I'm not going in there. It's you got to get rid of this thing because I'd love to help out the kingdom and all that, but that is not a nice place to be right now.
Because it smells.
It smells very bad. Yeah. Even from this distance, like you can tell, like you were already starting to get it. Like
Right.
it's nasty.
Okay. Yeah, I will try to send a cart immediately to get this body out of here.
Okay. I'll walk. I mean, I'll
Sure.
I'll put like a handkerchief over my
All
nose
right,
and try to walk in and inspect the body.
Sure. You head on in. You guys head on in, and obviously, Donna and Rhodey were not kidding about the smell. It is pretty terrible in there. The body itself is laid out on a wooden table near the north wall of the barn, bloated and smelling very intensely of decay. You can tell that inspecting it is going to be quite unpleasant.
Okay.
Donna, how many days ago did you say that you found this?
I found it it was 3 days. It was the day before yesterday.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
Yeah.
All right. Did it look this bad before? Or this is just decomposition.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember. No, I mean, it was clear at the time that he'd been there for maybe a day or so, but it's definitely getting worse. Yeah.
Okay, so you feel like it was pretty bad looking already.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't in good shape the whole time.
Were there any obvious cuts or bruises when you first saw it that perhaps is not as visible now?
I mean, his neck's all cocked. Figure that's how he died.
Jim, side question.
Yeah.
Would animate dead do
That would certainly make him into a zombie.
but
Or
not
a
the
skeleton.
ability to
It would be a mindless. Yeah, you know that when you animate dead, you create a mindless servitor that would not be able to tell you anything. Make an occultism check or religion check if you would like.
I have a bonus. That's not bad. It's a 21.
You know that there are spells and rituals that allow you to commune with recently departed spirits, but
Phoebe.
I clearly get it.
Phoebe,
Yes.
are you saying yes to me, or are you saying yes to the beyond?
Tell me more.
Okay, that's the beyond.
While she's doing, while they're having this
Yeah,
conversation,
yeah.
can I actually try to
yeah,
inspect the
sure.
body?
You want to make a so I've obviously there's the standard things. You want to do a perception check or a medicine check, or like a society check to try to determine more about the victim. Those all perfectly wonderful and useful things, but I know that you all might have other abilities and specialties that might offer you a little bit of an extra edge that I didn't think of. So for any time that you want to inspect the site or investigate anything, if you can justify a skill that you think like, oh, I could use this one, I'm open to kind of however you want to do it. That being said, the standards, the front door is wide open, and if you just want to make like a perception check so basically if you want to just inspect the body, there's the perception check. If you want to determine more about the causes of death and the wounds and whatnot, you could do a medicine check, or if you just want to see if there's anything you can determine about who he was in life, a society check might be appropriate for those.
Okay. Those are not my forte. I know you said the front door is open. I hate to go through your back door, but I'm hoping that I have my lore. That maybe like looking at the body, it will sort of trigger something that I know about something that might.
Sure.
cost.
Go ahead and make your esoteric lore check.
I mean, I'm there with him. I feel like I'd be like moving
Yeah,
the body
sort
and
of,
holding
yeah.
him as well too. It doesn't bother me as much.
17.
17. So what are you doing to...
I would say I'll try medicine.
Medicine? Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
trying to look at what's happening. Ooh, baby, that's a 21.
21. Okay. So you are sort of consulting your...
Yeah,
your...
it's less prodding and more standing and
Yeah,
like an art critic. Like,
Yeah. Comparing all of the things that you've learned thus far, trying to figure out if there's anything odd about the body that might trigger something from the various areas of study, and nothing's coming to you. Rias, you are up near the body and you are giving it more of a thorough going over, and you can see that the neck, the head's at a weird angle. You're like, okay, yeah, maybe he broke it. You kind of walk away. The decay is a lot, and there's not a lot else you can determine thus far. And while you are both standing there, looking over the body, I'd like each of you to make a fortitude save.
If it is it for smell?
It is. So
voted-
actually, you had said you were taking a precaution against the smell. Give yourself a +1 bonus to your fortitude save, and then Rias, if you have a thing.
I have breath control.
So you're just going to hold your breath the
just
whole time?
holding-
Hey, you know
holding my
what? That's
breath for a
fine.
very long
That's fine.
time.
Yeah, you basically just stop breathing.
okay.
Amazing.
I've got a 16.
A 16.
I looked at it and looks dead. Reyes
Yeah.
looks very dead.
You are even through the rags, getting increasingly nauseous. You are sickened 1 at the moment, which is going to be a little bit of a problem for you. And you find it. You can stay and continue examining the body, but if you do that, there's a good chance that you're gonna experience some very deep unpleasantness unless you get your stomach under control.
Okay. I think it just looks.
Outside, how is this conversation unfolding?
So, after it looks like, yes, our king here has had enough, you just see Phoebe. Oh my goodness. Heck of a day, am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
telling me.
definitely. So,
Now, while I have regular Phoebe here,
what do you mean? You always have regular Phoebe here.
yes, of course.
What do you need?
Can you talk to that body?
Talk to it.
Over
Like you
there.
just want me to speak to it?
I mean, like, can you do your, like, little things to it?
Well, I don't know what that is, but if I'm going to be honest and upfront with you, King, I don't speak to spirits. So, That's what I just wanted to let you know. That so I don't speak to spirits, so I can gladly go up and talk to it, like normal. Do you prefer that, or do you want me to act kind of silly around it? What do you prefer? Is this gonna take a long time, or do we have? Can we get done with this quick?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, I see your frustration, and let me explain a little bit about myself. And in this moment, I'm gonna have to just like explain a little bit more about Phoebe.
Yes, please.
Phoebe's black obsidian brick happens to be. Oh, goodbye, papers. Happens to be kind of just right beside Phoebe, just floating, not like the dispersing, like phasing that has normally happened because she has been on calls all day for her goddess, and answering these calls it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to answer all of these prayers and these questions and these wishes from all of these people praying to her goddess, and she just wants to make her way up the ladder. So all of these words that you guys have been hearing, all of these moments where she's super confident and calm and collected, she's been talking to people and trying to answer their prayers and see what her goddess has been doing. And the reason that this is kind of like coming up, and I want to explain this, is because I want to say, now I can sort of deal with a little bit of time, but spirits are not my thing. I'm more of temporally
I love tempura.
advantageous. So can I do something in that regard for you?
Yeah, you said time. What do you mean by like that?
Well, it's the same thing with all of you. It just affects me differently.
Oh, you can't like slow the decomposition process of this body.
Well, it's pretty decomposed from what I've heard.
Uh-huh.
So since there's no reason for me to, I don't.
No, but like, could you?
Possibly.
No, but that it's a simple yes or no.
Oh, well, let me just ask. Can I?
I don't believe you have any way too slow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe you have that. Yeah.
And so you see the
Which is
obsidian
gentle repose,
brick.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
You see the obsidian brick kind of move quickly, phasing around,
The obsidian,
and
like-
starts talking to it. Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, we
I
lost her.
see.
We lost
I
her.
see.
Hey, Rugglebub now.
No. I can't. I just wanted you to know that.
You
but I've
know
got to.
that there is a chance if you wanted to confer with your goddess, there is a chance that she might grant you a brief information about the past of any particular subject that you might want to know about. So, for example, if you wanted to ask about this person's
body.
fate, you might get a small glimpse into their past to learn something important.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
But what I can do is ask my goddess to tell me more about their fate and what happened, so I can inquire upon, what had happened, or why they became like this in some sort of way. Would that be helpful to you? It's a simple answer.
Yes.
Yes or no.
Don't you dare cock to your
Talk to you like how?
I'm gonna come out. It's dead. He's very dead in there. I don't know.
Reese's finger glows. He's like, oh, talk to your goddess. Do they have to be dead? Can they be undead as well? Does that help?
Oh, uh-huh.
Yes, undead.
And I think that if you just relax and you will see that everything will be okay in a moment, and I'll talk to my goddess about it. You just answer, and soon, it will reveal itself. Mm-hmm. What did you need? I'm sorry, I'm back on calls. What was it? Do you want me to go talk?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yes, yeah.
Oh, will it be easier if it's moving or
Reyes,
not?
don't ask any more questions.
Moving or not?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
So that's not going to be helpful. Then.
Okay, I'm going to go figure out what happened
Yeah,
to the
do
body
that.
now.
Please.
Okay,
Yeah,
if
just
you
hold your
need
breath.
me, just ask or call.
Of course.
Thank you so much. How may I help you? And you just see Phoebe go into this room as I would like to kind of like time. Can I kind of like I don't know.
Let's say
I
for
could
this,
slow down the
for
time
what
the
you're
smell.
attempting to do right now, why don't you just make a religion check?
Okay, I'm worried about the smell right now. So
Sure,
is there
yeah.
any way that can also?
Well,
like,
spending some time, yeah, if you want to take some precaution against it, what do you do?
I just kind of wanted to. I mean, I guess I can use restyle and I can change my clothing into exactly what I want. So I'm going to cast restyle
Okay.
at a first level, and I'm going to change this long, flowing like white, gold, and black flowered cape into somewhat of a, I guess a
N95 mask?
yeah.
You basically,
mask.
you want something that gives you like a good, a
Yes.
heavy scarf that you can tie around your face and,
Yes.
and block out some of the smell. Yeah, sure. I'll give you a bonus to your fortitude save against the smell while you're there. That
Okay.
works for me.
Awesome. And then I will walk up to the body as I'm saying, it looks perfectly fine to me. I promise everything that I do here will help. Yes. Okay. Please hold. And then I'm going to immediately like put my hands together and touch the obsidian brick and put it up to my ear
Okay.
for the first time. Hello?
Make a religion check. See if you can get through.
While she's doing this, can I go back to talking to Donna and Rhodey and see
Yes.
if I just want to sort of have a conversation with them, see if they know of any of these other disappearances or murders. Were they centered around the camp down the road? Like what the general vibe of what's going on in the town?
Sure. I mean, you know, in terms of murderers, I mean, this is the only body that's been found. I mean, there's the farmer's grandson or the shepherd's grandson's missing, and you know, but we don't really know what happened to them. I mean, do you think that this is all connected? Do you think they're all dead?
Well, we don't know right. We don't know right now. We're just looking into it. Do you happen to? Does anyone recognize who this person is?
No, we don't know him.
Uh-huh. And I noticed through my careful inspection that he was a human.
As near as we can tell, yeah.
Okay. And he looked like his neck was snapped,
Yeah.
but he didn't have any other cuts or anything.
No,
going
I
on.
mean, there's no obvious wounds or anything that we could say. Again, we think that maybe somebody just broke his neck and stole all his stuff,
And his clothes.
everything. There was nothing in the camp at all.
No, nothing else in the camp.
No,
just one body.
everything was gone.
Okay. Well, I mean, weird because that's weird because I mean I've heard of highwaymen before, but generally they take your valuables, not your underwear.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, I mean, it's a thorough job, I guess.
Silky
Maybe he had
smooth
very
silk.
valuable underwear. I don't
Made
know.
out of silk. Yes, I've heard of those.
Interesting.
I rolled a 12.
A 12. Do you want to use your hero point?
Yes.
Okay. You want to re-roll it?
All right, I'm gonna re-roll it. And I got a. Oh, that's way better. Okay, cool. So 23.
23. Okay. You
Yes.
are. You put the brick up to your ear,
Yes.
and you hear hello.
Hi, madam.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Sorry to disturb you. I know you're very busy, and I've been doing the best job that I can, and it is tiring. But I have a question.
Okay.
Do you happen to know anything on the fate of this person right in front of me? Do I describe? Would it be best to describe it, or?
One moment, please.
Yes.
And when you hear "one moment, please," you all see Phoebe throw her head back, looking straight up into the sky, and like her whole body goes rigid. And Phoebe, you begin to see a very cloudy, murky vision. You see a camp, and it is nighttime, and
see a
there are
camp.
shapes and a little bit of light, and it is coming. It is warm, firelight coming from a campfire, and you see two figures. You can't make out any details. Everything's very blurry, and you see they are sitting, and
They keep
then one of them leaps for the other and grabs him around the throat and begins squeezing and squeezing, and you hear very sharp crack. But the figure doesn't stop squeezing and squeezing. He bears the man down to the ground, and the last thing that you hear before the vision fades is, "I just wanted to go home. I just want to go home. Just take me home. Just take me home. Just take me home. Just take me home." And then you're back in the barn, back looking at the body, and you hear a little click from your device.
It's gonna float in front of me. I've let go of it as it floats. And I'm going to kind of bow and say thank you so much. I'm not worthy, but one day I will be. At that point, I would like to message everyone in their ear, wherever they are, with this entire time that I've seen this vision, every word that you just heard Jim say, I'm saying those words in your ear, messaging.
As we're staring at you?
Every single moment. I think I'm the inside looking at the body.
I'm next to the body too.
Oh, okay, yes. Then
I'm
yes.
still staring at this
Yes,
thing.
right in front of me. So you got all that, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they got all of that?
It's a positive. Yes.
Good.
I don't like her either.
Who are you talking to?
Hello?
Ah,
Yes.
Lost her again.
I believe you were.
I was trying to
still talking
chat.
Donna,
Yeah, I was trying to chat up to Donna and Rhodey.
Right. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask Donna while she was standing there? 'Cause
Just maybe if she goes on morning jogs.
Yes.
So that morning, nothing else was there. Were there any tracks or maybe a wagon, signs of a camp the night before?
I'm not really a tracker, but I assume if you move the campsite's not too far, it would be maybe a 15-minute walk for you to get there.
How frequently would you say that people spend the night at that camp?
Oh, maybe once a week is an average. I mean, this isn't a very busy road. Most people don't come out this way.
Okay.
That's why it's so surprising to have bandits and highwaymen around here. I mean, there's not much in the way to steal around here. Nobody has anything worth taking.
Thank you so much, Donna, Rhodey, for all your information. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Of course. Any way we can help. Now, Chauncey, while this is going on, was there any particular thing you wanted to do to try to get some more information from either the farmers or the body?
Yeah, you want to be useful, Chauncey? Do you want to make another rule?
I thought about using Lord Colt, but
You thought about doing something, but no. But no. I thought about maybe trying to roll the dice or do something, but nah, it's just not for me. It's not for me.
Come on.
yeah, would I know of any cults in this area who is robbing no, with the what she explained to me, I would know that it wasn't water ghouls. And that it was a person.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't, because based on what you can have seen so far,
Yes.
and hearing about ghoul, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Okay. That's a 19 on the die
Hey,
for a 27.
Okay. So what you're looking at, just looking at the body, without even really getting close to it, based on what you know of ghouls, that it is almost assuredly, even if there are ghouls, they are definitely not responsible for this particular death, because a ghoul would only kill to eat. They would not leave a body. They would have dragged the body off and consumed it, for sure.
Okay.
There's no way that a ghoul would have bothered to just kill somebody, take their stuff, and leave them there. So you would know at least that much.
Okay.
That this death not water ghouls, almost assuredly.
Okay. I will pull a piece of paper out that has my insignia on it and like write down a order to allow a cart to come out to pick up the body. I'll give it to them and let them know. And then real quick, I see your tattoo. How would you feel about maybe building a forge here and causing some more traffic? It's a very lucrative business. I see that you're at least a journeyman.
Well, I mean, I haven't picked up a hammer in 15 years. I mean, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, is there some kind of tax rebate we can get for that?
Is that a law that you want to implement? So is she a significant other? Are you guys like best friends and just stay in the same house?
No, we're married.
Okay. Well, I approve. That's
Weird.
Like we need it.
no. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like,
tax rebate.
some kings like don't like interspecies marriage. I'm totally cool with it. I love it. I love it. You guys are beautiful people. I'm just gonna. He's like scribbling down real fast. It's like why don't you tax rebate? Okay. Should I put that down?
I mean, if you're serious,
oh yes, of course.
I'd have to discuss it with Roti, but maybe that would be something that we can. I mean, farming beets has been fine for us, but I mean, I do miss the heat of the forge. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I think that.
Look, I want you to be able to follow your dream, and if I can make that happen, then we can do that.
That's maybe, and you can see she's like small, like she's smiling. She's very happy with this like thought in her head. She's if there's ever an uprising against you, I won't be part of it.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna I think we're not gonna get any more information
I've
here.
been staring at
Well, Rias, I did want to give you because you were standing there while a lot was going on around you. You had made the initial medicine check. Do you want to attempt anything else? Because you've also been there the same amount of time, basically, at this point. Like, is there anything else that you want to do to try to inspect the body?
Just been holding your breath for 15 minutes.
I can do that.
Very long time. Yeah. With the body, seeing all that happen as well too. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, your initial medicine check, you didn't get a lot of information. If you wanted to re-attempt that, that's fine. Or if you wanted to try a different thing, that's also fine. I'm saying like any of that is. You have enough time to do basically any of that you want to do.
I get the word that's like coming is through all that, but I guess a cult or something as well too.
Sure, yeah. If you just want to see if there's like some vibes you can get off the body, go ahead. And
Is there anything on the body as well too, or is it completely just stripped?
there's no clothes, no jewelry, nothing.
No tattoos.
Body.
That signifies.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go with that. I'll make an occult roll. Hey. With occult, with my +1 is an 18.
You have a +1 to occultism?
I do.
Necromancer?
Yeah.
Are you like deeply involved with death and
I
undead?
have a 12.
Do you want to use a hero point? Or do you want to try a different skill? Because the +1's not going to do you good. How do you even have, do you not train in occultism?
Not
You're a sorcerer, man.
I am a sorcerer of the undead and everything. He's very confused at is what is happening.
Yeah.
Like this happening here. King Chauncey still finds that kind of weird as well too. At the same time, and then orange hair, ruffled chum num mum. Yeah,
It's fine. Yeah, I mean, y'all just the body is very decayed. You get a little bit of a glimpse at perhaps what this young man's last moments might have been. But yeah, looking at it, I mean, the body's just so badly decayed and difficult to just be around that there's not a lot else that you gain from it.
Well, one thing, actually, the one thing that Chauncey brought up, and Reese had been thinking of it too.
That's what we've been thinking.
I mean, we're talking about like you keep bringing up undead as well too. Would we know? I guess with that occult, an undead such as this, would they be smart enough, or if pushed in the right direction, they would be able to, I don't know, start heading to a direction where like
I figured we'd check the camp next for any.
Yeah, you could just move on to the camp. Yeah, if you wanted to. I'm not sure I understand your particular question.
like having an undead creature like be like, oh, you can start wandering where it was possibly killed. Is there any way?
Oh, is there a way, like, if you were to animate the body, would it,
Yes.
like, could you get it to go? I don't believe any of the spells you have at your disposal would do that. If you have anything that specifically allows you to commune with the undead, then you might.
No, I was looking at the wrong thing. I have bind undead.
Yeah, no, you could. Yeah, you could animate the body and
Have it dig its own grave.
and gain control of it, but it would have no essence of its
yeah,
of its
yeah.
former
That's
life.
what I was trying to get to.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
I say
well,
we beat it.
get out of there.
Beat the body?
No, leave.
Oh yes.
All right.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go to the point where they found the body at?
Yeah.
Yes, especially if that is what the vision was, as well.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of culty meaning behind like I just want to get home, apart from like literally just going to the house?
Make me. Let's go with the esoteric lore.
Oh.
Got a hero point.
Do I? 17?
17. Hey, do you want to use a hero point?
How many hero points do I have?
You start with one.
Start with one.
I don't think we have any from chat yet. But
We don't.
You start.
Lamar's not here. Lamar's not here. That's
Yeah,
fine, guys.
they're saving up their points for Lamar.
Okay. That's a 22.
22. Okay. You are thinking back in your mind, and just with the information that you have, there is something that strikes you when he says that she says that the last thing she heard, that you just want to go home, and the strangling.
Mm-hmm.
There is a connection there, but it's like on the tip of your tongue, and you don't have like enough additional information to really make the connection. But like something sparks where you're like maybe there was a story you heard once,
Okay.
or something where like that was a central theme. Like I don't know, it's like a memory that's like, there's got to be something there. Like you just want to go home, and the strangling, and there's something there, but then you just can't put it together.
That smell. That's that smell.
Okay. I will think about it.
Keep that in mind. If you gain additional information and additional clues, and like we can try that again as you get more as you move along, because you know that there's something important that you're forgetting from your past learnings and teachings. But then you all head to the camp. You see that
I do have dubious knowledge, which says that if I fail, but not critically fail, or recall knowledge roll, I still learn a bit of true knowledge and a bit of erroneous knowledge. I just don't have a way to differentiate them.
got nothing for you right now, but
Okay.
I will. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to make this work for you.
How to make it more complicated.
It is about a 15-minute walk, and you see that the campsite is just basically as described. It's set up so that any traveler who passes by might use it. There is a fire pit ringed with stones. There is sort of a fortified lean-to built against one of the trees. There's a pile of kindling that is kept for the next person who might need it to make a fire. All of it is sort of torn apart, scattered, and broken right now. Like everything has been sort of trampled. Almost like there is a struggle here of some kind for sure.
Can I go up to the campfire?
Yeah, sure.
And can I notice if that's what I saw in my vision?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, pretty good. It is 28.
28. Yeah, you are almost certain that you are standing in the spot that you saw. And in fact, like as you feel almost compelled to stand. You see as Phoebe stands right next to the flames. There's this log where one might sit, and she sits for just a brief moment and then stands up, and you see like she kind of like grabs her throat, and then like you come back to it, and then she just shakes it off.
Here, right here. This is where it happened.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess we should look around and stuff and
Yeah.
see if we can find anything.
Yeah, if you guys want to look around, perception checks, search the area, survival checks if you want to see if there's any tracks or anything in the area.
I would actually, with the fire and like the log, I would
Yeah.
like to read aura.
Read the aura, sure. Yeah.
See if there's a. So it takes me about a minute, but I can target up to like 10 things. So I just sit there and like Reese closes his eyes and he just concentrates, seeing if there's like any aura coming off the fire, or like this log, the lean-to as well too.
26 on perception.
26 on perception.
I got a 14. A new high roll for the evening.
Holds up his finger and this black kind of smoke just like starts emanating off of his fingernail, and you see it like start to flow like around the fire and over the log and around the lean-to as well too.
So
That's how we got my cousin.
So the read aura ability allows you to perceive magical auras, and there's no magic here. Like it's just,
Nothing.
it comes
Okay.
back dead. Yeah. So you get no magic.
Sure.
You had a what for perception?
26.
26. You are looking around, and you see, not in the camp, but nearby, like kind of deep in the woods, there's this glint of metal. It's like on like a branch,
Yeah.
like a low-hanging branch of a tree.
I'll walk over to that.
Sure. You walk over there and you see that what it is actually like a silver bangle. And it is just like,
Let's pretend I know what a bangle is.
it's like a thick bracelet.
Ah, okay.
And it is just like, caught in the tree.
Interesting. Does this bangle have any significant markings, or is it?
There's some initials engraved on the inside, A, D. What strikes you is almost like it was because it's pretty far from the camp, and it seems to be almost like in a random, almost like it was just like thrown, like somebody just hucked it into the woods, which strikes you as odd because if you were going to rob somebody, why would you take something that has obvious value and just throw it away? Unless, of course, the victim were the one who threw it.
This is a
What's
crack.
that? As Phoebe just is
Jesus.
right in your ear, and is just looking at the
Oh
bracelet.
my god. It's.
What? Wait, what god?
Well, I mean.
Do you want to know mine?
No.
I can tell you
Oh,
more
my-
about her.
Oh my Randall. That's
Her name's
my patron.
Kiriko.
Okay.
She's wonderful.
I'm sure.
So what's this?
This is a
Out with it. We don't have a lot of time.
this is a bangle. It's goes on your wrist.
I know that.
It has an initial. See, I didn't know that. That's so weird.
It's okay. I've learned a lot from my goddess. Continue.
It has the initials AD.
AD.
It seems like this was a crime of passion.
A crime of
Like they knew each other, and that because like in the in your vision, did you see any like giant flailing? Because this is far.
No.
Okay, so it seems like they like tried to round up some stuff and then like chucked it into the woods.
Oh.
From this point, can I do another perception check? To
Yeah,
see if I see
absolutely.
anything else?
Is anybody else making other checks?
That's a natural 20. 28.
Great. I will resolve that in just a second because I want to see if they were
I
in
was
the
thinking
camp doing
perception. I
anything.
just did a poor job. It was a 14.
Oh, okay. You've had some real bad rolls.
There was
your
a
way.
fire here for sure.
Yeah.
It's not magical fire either.
You've just now noticed that half your party has wandered off into the woods.
I didn't find anything over here.
Now, I was searching around. I guess going up to the lean-to as well too.
Yeah.
I mean, looking through there, but I didn't see it. And then as soon as I saw him with that bangle, I'd probably go over and check that. Read aura with that one as well.
Yeah. You don't get any sense of magic from it. Why don't you both then, since you're looking around here, make another perception check.
Wait, I gotta.
Oh, you had the 20. Sorry, I'm going to resolve yours too, but I want to see what he also has.
I was like, don't make me roll a natural 20.
26.
26? All right. You want to try one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. 29.
29. All right.
You think you're better than me?
As you two are making your way over to Chauncey, you both notice some footprints in the mud. One set, and you notice that the maybe gnome-sized or halfling-sized feet. Something very odd about the tracks. You point out the tracks were up enough with your check, and then Rias, as you're looking at them and you follow them along, you notice that occasionally there's some marks that almost suggest somebody walking like on their hands and feet, almost like loping along. It's very strange. You had a natural 20.
Yes.
And you see, as you're looking around, you look deeper into the woods and you see something else caught on like almost like under a fern. There you move up to it and you can see that it is a shirt. It is a blue silk shirt. The sleeve was poking out. Pull it out. It looks like it's in perfectly good condition, not ripped, not trampled or dirty.
What's that right in your ear again?
Oh my God, Randall, my heart cannot take this anymore.
Who's Randall?
He's my patron. He's in cheese. And like,
He's in cheese?
yeah, cheese. He's
Cheese?
the firefox by your feet right now.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've seen him. I love cheese. A firefox?
Yeah, he's usually my trench coat.
Oh my
He's
god.
got a little-
I lift
he's got a-
up cheese.
Okay.
And I'm like, you're so cute. Yes, you are.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna let cheese run on my shoulders.
So he's gonna stuff that shirt in his pocket. Is there any name tag like any?
He didn't write his name.
This is like summer camp. Kevin's shirt.
I was murdered.
Right.
Okay. And then, hey guys, I think we're onto something. I'm finding clothes that
He
keep
just
going
found
deeper
a shirt.
into the woods.
Yeah, I saw some small booted footprints here, like my size.
And other tracks that look like someone running on their feet and their hands.
What these other tracks? Do they look like human or humanoid?
Well, the interesting thing, the reason that it stands out to you is it doesn't look like there's another set of tracks. It looks like somebody who walks along on their 2 feet, but occasionally like hunches down and uses their hands, but then they'll stand back up. And like you just see these, it's this weird, strange gait that they have. I will say. So you've discovered a few more very vague but important clues. I will allow you to make another one of your esoteric lore checks to see if you can put together anything from what you knew about.
Come on.
That is a 21.
It's just not all coming together yet. But you know that there's
dang.
something.
There's something.
You have in fact you have a very specific like memory of like sitting in a room with an old man and he's telling you this story and you can't remember what was the thing he was telling you a story about. There's something
Right.
here.
It's right here, but there's something like a person who's like normal, but sometimes has boots with hands and not hands
have a
and takes
question.
off. They're nudists. It's probably nudists.
Can I walk over
Definitely.
to him and like kind of put my hand on his head and help kind of control the thoughts in a way of like the way that he's thinking about it, kind of like slowing down the quick thoughts that he's trying to process to help with this occult
Do you
check.
have any specific spell or ability that might help you do that?
I do
Yeah?
indeed. And I can't believe I'm going to do. Wait, can I help with guidance?
That just gives him a
Guidance.
bonus.
That just gives him a bonus for
It would
that.
give him a bonus to a check, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had a 22. Dang.
That would have been pretty good.
That was the marker.
No, I'm thinking I'm going to go with
Impending doom.
no. Is it Tim? Oh no.
Jim, do these tracks lead away from the fire or towards the fire?
Away. In fact, you notice that as you're following the tracks, they lead you to the spot where the bangle was, and they lead you further on to where Chauncey is standing right now with the shirt.
You know, Chauncey,
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that these were not chopped from the campfire. I think they were someone was taking things off, which something in the back of my head. I feel like it might be nudists. There's somebody sort of like a.
As you say that,
As he said this.
you make a small connection in your mind because you remember that it doesn't want them. It didn't want these things.
Doesn't want these.
But that's all you can it's all you get. It didn't want
right
these things.
there.
It doesn't want them.
A person who sometimes is on all fours, sometimes on two hands, and sometimes doesn't want a shirt or a silver bracelet.
A semi-nudist.
It's a semi-nudist murdering cult. It's a semi-nudist murdering cult.
All right, Jim, is the shirt magical?
So the shirt's not magic.
Okay, sure.
What? Dang it.
There's no magic.
Okay, the bracelet.
Bracelet's also
Check.
not.
No worry. No worry.
No. So you found a discarded shirt. You found the discarded bangle. You know that there are some very strange small tracks. Somebody who sometimes walks upright and sometimes does not. And they lead deeper into the woods. Do you want to continue investigating the campsite, or do you want to trek onward following this little trail?
I kind of preferred the trail.
Yeah, I think we
I
should
think
push
it's
the
a trail.
tempo. What do you guys think?
I've got a number of theories about what this could be. It is, as I posited before, it could be a semi-nudist, part of some sort of death
I helped with
nudist
that one,
cult.
yes.
Or perhaps it's an old person who has dementia, who's slowly taking off their clothes, and they stumble, and that's why they sometimes use their hands.
And they have bad hips. Clue, yes. Oh, Gus.
Could that be the person with the pie?
It seems unlikely.
You think the grandfather?
I don't know. You were just
was
talking
him.
about an
I think his
older
feet were
man.
too big.
Am I missing something? Please hold.
Look at his feet.
Always gotta look at a man's.
Oh, believe
Why did I
me,
start
Chauncey,
talking like
I looked at his feet. I checked out his feet. They weren't the same.
You would like No Shoe Tuesdays.
Oh, why do you think I'm in the kingdom?
Yes.
We venture forward.
Continuing down, as we're talking about venturing forward, you've seen it before. Reese kind of cuts his hand. He's like, okay, like licks up the blood, and you see, you see his scales start to they're not as dull anymore as false life. Drink my own
False
blood.
life.
False life.
False life.
False life's up. All right.
First life. First life.
Get those extra.
It's almost
first
as if you're preparing for something.
Yes, Reese is always ready. You never know.
Begin following the strange trail deeper into the woods, and it leads you to the bank of a small, fast-running stream. And then the trail turns sharply to follow the stream. So you start following along even more. Occasionally, you'll find something in the dirt. You find a small, discarded leather journal. You find a pair of shoes, discarded set, like what you find like a left boot, sort of like in the rocks by the river, and then a little or the stream, and then a little ways up further, you'll find another one just sort of discarded under a bush. Yes.
Is there anything in the journal that would let us know who it's from?
Sure. You begin flipping through it just to see, and you see what appears to be sort of the goings-on of a young man born into a merchant's life. just at the cusp of taking on some more important role and settling into a career that was always waiting for him. But nothing in it suggests he had any particular reason to meet his fate here. You don't see any, like,
No mention
notes.
of having a partner with him.
No.
Can we tell if this journal belonged to whoever's walking around this trail or somebody else? Like, does it mention, like, man, my size 4 shoes are really killing me today?
No, again, you make either one of you or both of you make a society check.
Yeah. As they're kind of pouring over that, I'll
11.
The streak continues.
14.
Yeah, it's there's nothing in it. Again, there's just some young man. You make a connection between the initials, and then the name is in the journal. Aaron Doniger.
2 A's or 1
What's that?
2 A's or 1 A? For Aaron.
2.
Aaron, okay.
Yeah, Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron Doniger.
Donger?
You do note that the final few entries from the past few days prior to his death, you sort of put like a timeline together of the dates. He was found maybe a day after he was killed, and up until that point, he had just been journaling about how eager he was to get back to the city. And because he had he was supposed to start a new job at one of the there was a new shop opening up in Cavalocia that he was going to be in charge of and running, and he just he was very eager to get home.
What about this makes us think that this belongs to the dead body and not the small shoes?
Nothing in particular. I mean, really, there is no with what you've gleaned so far.
Is the bangle like a human-sized bangle, or is it like a half-sized bangle?
Society or nature check.
23.
23. Hey, you know what? That's a respectable check. And you would determine it would very likely, like a young human man, it would be appropriately sized for a grown human man, yeah.
I think this stuff belonged to the dead guy. Bloated boy. Or Aaron.
Yes, and you were just talking about in the book how he was wanting to go home, and you said in your vision, didn't you heard someone saying that they
I just want to go home.
I understand what you're saying. Please hold. Yes. I think so. That's exactly what I was saying. Real quick, about the journal, can I go ahead and cast time sense to understand, like, the exact time it is right now and from the time that we got to the camp, kind of to just realize and put together how long it's exactly been since this could have been, like, placed here, with, like, tracking and perception kind of involved is what I would, like, try to do.
So time sense allows you to know the precise time that you are in
right
now.
Yes.
And you want to get sort of an alternate outcome from it, which I'm into.
Right.
So why don't you make a religion check
Okay.
to call in a special favor. You can use the spell,
Okay.
and then see if you can call in a special
like, glean?
favor, and see if you can
For
get a
glean?
little bit more information.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Understood. Ooh, okay, cool. I think that's a 25. 25.
Okay. You know precisely that the journal has been lying here, discarded, for 2 days and 20 hours.
Okay. And also I figured out that from the journal and reading it, that Aaron's journal has been here for 2 days and 20 hours. Exactly.
But the body's been there for 3 days. At the farmstead?
Yes.
The third, I mean, that's almost 3 days.
Yeah.
2 days, 20 hours. In your vision,
Yes.
Phoebe, the person attacking the other person, were they a big person or a small person?
Would I recall that?
Go ahead and make me a perception check. Retroactive. Let's see how much you
Retroactive.
gleaned. The vision was very, very fuzzy.
Thank God. 24.
You recall a smaller figure almost leaping up onto a larger figure.
Okay, and is that the hands? Can I recall the hands specifically? As I saw them, and then when I got to the campsite, I felt them around my neck.
Yeah, you had almost sort of like a regression into the vision.
So would I know that they're like smaller hands, or?
You get, yeah, it would have been the smaller figure was the attacker.
Okay.
That is the sense you get. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost childlike.
Please hold.
That's it.
Yes, yes. Sorry about that. There's a lot of backed up callers because I'm trying to help. But yes, smaller.
I am now convinced
Yeah.
that this small person is not an old person who has shrunk with age. Instead, it is either a halfling or a gnome.
I'm with you.
Semi-nudist gnome.
But they're only a semi. But I'm not sure that they're a semi-nudist anymore because it seems like this stuff that we're finding along the trail doesn't belong to the halfling. It belongs to the dead guy.
Yes.
So it took all of their stuff and then walked along this trail.
Now,
They're not discarding halfling or gnome clothes. They're discarding dead nude guys' clothes.
Yes, maybe perhaps. Either. Yes, the clothes did not fit. They're just. Huzzah! We're figuring it out. Yes, clue, excellent.
I see when you point on the ground, you're pointing at a small leather pouch that actually has a few coins that have spilled out onto the ground.
Well, we know it's not a robbery. That's the first thing that would.
Especially if there's coins involved. Reese will pick that up. Anything else inside?
No, it's just the coins. Yeah.
Coins.
Yeah, and they left a silver bracelet, so that's not what they were after.
What if he wasn't discarding it? They were so frantic, they're dropping this stuff.
Do the tracks look like they're at a far apart, like a wide pace, like they're hurrying, or are they steady?
Make a survival check.
Jeez.
Oh.
I believe in you.
Don't believe in me. Don't believe in me. Why would you do that, Skylar? 2.
With everything.
The tracks are clearly here,
No idea.
and they're here mostly.
Anybody examining the tracks you could make a survival attempt check if
I'll
you
go
want to try
ahead.
to
I
attempt
have
to
a
see.
+0.
I'm gonna go ahead and look.
If only you had your hand.
If only.
Survival.
I do have my hand. He's right there.
Oh, yeah.
You rolled a 2.
16.
16. Yeah, it's difficult
17.
to tell. 17. Yeah, you would need to be a pretty experienced tracker to determine like the gait and speed with which this creature was moving along.
If things are just tossed, how do we also know that it's maybe somebody's not leaving a trail for others to follow? Setting up for an ambush?
That's very likely. Let's keep going. Yes, how may I help you?
Chelsea's gonna pull out his gun and start walking with it.
Just to be cautious.
Yeah, not to shoot anyone who keeps taking calls.
At that moment, when I see the gun as I'm on the phone, I'm just gonna lightly just put a hand on you and go ahead and calm emotions.
You're going to cast a level 2 spell?
Yeah.
Everybody's always casting spells over on poor King Chauncey.
So go ahead and suppress those strong emotions.
I
buddy.
mean, okay, what do I roll
You
against?
can roll a will save. if you
Yeah,
like.
why?
I'm too angry for this.
22. Meet to beat. Boom.
Meet to be, yeah. On a success, I believe there's still a small effect. You feel like you know that he is channeling this energy into you, and you feel like you feel calmer, but you also know what he's doing, which so you're able to fight off most of it.
I guess I don't need the gun.
Jim, what do I know about?
Success calming urges impose a -1 status penalty to the creature's attack rolls. Failure, any emotions.
So if you tried to shoot him right now, you would have
It's gonna be harder to shoot
If the target is subject to hostility,
you
it
feel
ceases
less
to affect-
less inclined
Yeah.
to kill someone.
Yes.
I mean, maybe all the phone calls aren't so bad.
Jim, what do I know about the goddess Kiriko?
Make a religion check. Or I would allow esoteric lore. Maybe there's something you know.
I mean, I'll take my -2 to esoteric lore.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I don't
Absolutely, yeah, you can do that.
22.
22. Lesser known, up and coming deity who is
Right?
Making waves.
making waves in the space.
Yes, we love her.
Connected strongly to time and the chronology of the world. Began as a celestial entity tasked with chronicling endeavors on the material plane, and has since been sort of broadening their portfolio.
Okay.
Amazing.
And how do worshippers get in touch with her or her servants?
Much the same way as anybody, like there's
like, certain-
prayers. And,
How do they pray? Like,
yeah, because history and chronicling was such a big part of the religion at first. That's still sort of maintained, and a lot of the ritual practices are about mostly chronicling events as they are happening, and creating a timeline. There is something that they refer to as the sacred timeline, which is not really any one thing. It is simply the true experience of time as you can observe. And if enough people were to do that, you could. The theory is that if there were enough people chronicling a single moment in time, you could actually create a true history of a single moment. A nearly impossible endeavor, of course, but it is something that worshippers of Kiriko aspire to.
interesting. Okay. I'm gonna take a piece of paper, like a sheet of paper, out of my journal and say, "Can I borrow your back, Reese?" I'm gonna take my.
Reese has to bend down really low.
Yes. So dear Kiriko, please hear my prayer. Do you have a flint and steel, something to light something on fire with?
I do not, sorry.
Okay. Here, just hold these. Flip it together. I'm gonna try to light the paper on fire. I'm gonna do whatever sign they do. Kiriko, please hear me. I wish to talk to your servant. Get me in communion with them.
Yes.
Please, we wish to please have your blessing upon us in some way. I'm hoping to contact somebody that perhaps in my area that could be of assistance, one of your servants or something. Hoping.
Yes. Do you want me to role play this, or would you like to do something about this?
Well, your device picks up a nearby prayer.
Yes.
You hear that somebody's trying to get in contact with Kiriko.
Okay.
You guys can do whatever you want with this. I feel
Right.
like I'm just gonna observe for a moment.
Great.
Just wishing that somebody, a servant of Kiriko, could aid us in our time of need.
We need tons of time.
Oh, I think I'm hearing something.
hear the voice
Hello.
in my head.
I just need a servant to be laser focused on my current quest.
And you are?
I am Rekel Mubnuff, a lowly servant
Beautiful
in
name.
HIE. Thank you.
Yes.
And my friend and I, Reese.
Take all the time you need.
Yes. Ooh, that's nice. We just need someone devoted to our singular timeline, focused on this one instantaneous moment in time, not living elsewhere, but being present here, you might say.
Yes.
To do this endeavor that would truly raise the portfolio and the sheer essence of Kiriko as they work their power upon this through their servant.
Yes, and the time that we have now, you would call it a gift because it is now the present.
It is the present.
Yes.
So we're hoping you could send someone to my location, one of your servants, our location, Kiriko, that they might put away outside distractions and be one with us in a timely, time-honored, present manner.
In the name of the goddess Kiriko,
Yes.
may her power reign supreme,
Ooh.
and may the sacred timeline be created in her name. Your wish and prayer will be mine to declare.
Ooh.
Rhyming.
And it's like I
Nice.
always say, wrinkles may come and go, but only you can make it your way. Thank you so much for your prayer. Take all the time that you need, and always count on Kiriko.
I will.
Thank you so much, and your wish will come true.
Ooh.
That voice in our head sounds very familiar.
It does too.
What do we do with the paper? Do we have to burn this now?
Yeah, it was just burning.
Wait, these were your notes. No, everything
When
you're
that
writing.
happens, you're going to see Phoebe's like whole body kind of like slouch, like a lot. This obsidian brick is going to kind of like flutter down and lay down on the ground, and you're going to see Phoebe just pick it up and stretch. Oh, I can't remember the last time I've done that. I got a break.
Oh, your shift's ended.
No, it never ends, but I've got a break. And you have my full attention.
Oh, that's timely.
Oh, how crazy is that? We have the
This is
follower.
why you're the hand.
What? Why
we're
is
just-
he the hand? What's been going on?
Oh, nothing. We're just sort of investigating this murder.
Why is this paper on fire?
Oh, just my hands were cold.
Oh,
It's in the woods by the
Okay.
by the river.
do you need me to warm them?
Oh no, they're fine now. It's much better
Okay,
now.
good.
But we're following this trail.
Okay.
Perhaps you can.
Oh,
take
look,
a
another clue.
Yeah.
Follow me. I can guide us. But first, I think that we should take some precautions. And I would like to go over to everyone. Please huddle up, for Kiriko's time is upon us. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Life Pact.
Oh.
And that is going to be my first third level spell. And now, as we progress, I would like to be casting that and kind of telling you all about Kiriko and how beautiful this wonderful goddess is, and her healing power and the fate of time and this wonderful journey. And as you're hearing all of this, I would like to be like going down and hopefully like reaching the place because it only lasts. And after I've explained everything about Kiriko, I'm going to finally explain the spell. And I'm going to say,
It says no description.
and I'm going to explain that. I'm going to explain that. Sweet James Chu. I am going. What this does and what this means is that we are a pact, and if one of us happens to reach 0 in terms, we may all take damage to save their lives.
Oh, like we split up.
The damage.
So are you allowed to have another pact? Don't you already have a pact?
It's just a concentrated pact. Yes. For this moment.
He like muffles
moment.
Cheese's
Yes.
ears.
Yes.
I think it's okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just pet Cheese.
Don't touch
Yes.
Cheese.
Oh, I'm touching Cheese, yes. Cheese and I
sanitary.
get each other. Come here, Cheese.
No.
Can I have Cheese kind of like climb up? the fox
Unbeknownst to me, Cheese is already moving towards you. I'm like, what?
spirit? And that's it as I lead everyone forward.
Fascinating. It's truly fascinating.
Interesting. He's lost his hand and now his cheese.
I guess we'll keep looking for clues.
Clue! Found one! Gosh, where are you?
So yeah, you are following this trail continuously, and the stream comes to a place where there's actually like a sort of a pond, and that is being fed by this very small waterfall. And near the waterfall, there is a cave, and everybody make a perception check.
Ooh. Perception.
21.
28.
28. Okay.
5.
Nice.
14.
Even better.
Well, 3 of you hear a voice coming from inside the cave. It sounds like somebody like calling. Hello?
I'm
Somebody
used to
out
this.
there?
Do you want me to answer it?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Hello?
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, hello. Hey.
Hey,
I need help.
we're on our way.
Oh, don't tell them that.
They need help.
But the first Okay, he like brings up a list and he's like, the first rule of traps
The first rule,
is faking help.
faking.
Then it goes old lady.
Okay.
Then it goes damsel in distress.
What do you think about that, Cheese?
Oh God,
I think Cheese wants us to help.
Cheese does not want you.
Shall we help? What do you think?
Nah.
Did you? This isn't. It's obviously a trap.
I mean, who's to say? I mean, we could send somebody ahead to check it out, see if it is.
I mean, I feel like if we're gonna go, we should all go together. Oh,
We should raid! We have our raiders going with us. We're going to the cave.
That settles it. Yeah, let's all go to help this person who's obviously not going to try to murder us.
Perfect. So are we all good?
Uh-huh.
Is that
Just be ready.
Yes, I
pull up.
promise.
Wait,
I will be. I am.
how long is calm emotions?
It was only for that moment.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I
Yeah.
pull my gun out.
Oh yeah, you can. It's just towards
Pays
me.
to be cautious, and I'll take out my little dog slicer.
Sweet.
Okay.
Is the water fairly clear, Jim?
Yeah. Fairly.
Yeah. But kind of perceive into the water as well.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Just to see. Perceive into the water.
Any water ghouls chilling out there?
16.
16. Yeah. You don't see anything that looks dangerous.
I don't like that.
Now, before we do go in, give me one moment. And you're going to see Phoebe look up, and then as you all turn your heads up, Phoebe looks down, and you just hear this wave of air fly down, and this nice halo appears right above Kiriko.
Oh, subtle.
Now I'm ready. Shall we?
Okay.
Appears above Kariko?
Or, Phoebe.
Oh, not
Yes, Phoebe.
I'll give it.
I'm just, I think I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm just gonna slip in. I'm gonna
Sure.
be stealthy, like,
Yeah.
This seems like it's gonna
Sure. Make
broadcast what's going on.
a stealth check.
And also,
Just a giant gush of wind.
as we are going in,
A gush of wind.
27.
All right. Yeah. You slip into the cave.
this the halo, just for everybody's knowledge, is lit, and you can. I think you can see within. Is it like 30? What is it? 30 feet. I think it like displays light.
Ooh.
Yeah. It lights up. Yeah.
Yes, it lights up, so you guys can see. I think 30 feet around the halo.
Lit.
Yeah.
It is lit.
Daytime is more daytime now.
Yes.
Excellent. Wait, where did
We are safe in the light.
Rubble Tugnub go?
So, Rekamubnef, you get through, and it's a very narrow cave opening, and even you almost have to like turn sideways to get through. And beyond, there is this wider, like almost squarish chamber. It's still natural stone; none of it's warped. And as you slip through very quietly, you can still hear that voice, now much louder. It says, "Hello, I really need help. I've been stuck in here for a few days, for a while, for a really long time, and it's really cold, and I don't have any food, and I'm lost, and I can't get home. I can't get home. I need help." And this voice is coming from deeper in the cave. You can see there's almost like this. It's not a different room. Like you can sort of see that there's another almost like circular space deeper in the cave.
Okay.
And you actually see a little bit of movement. There's what looks to be. Do you have dark vision or low light vision? Or
Low light, as in
Okay.
whatever.
Do you have a light source out, or
Nope.
you were stealthing? So I assume.
Stealthing.
So okay, so you can't see. You see like some movement back there, but you
I'm
don't.
just gonna
you
try
don't
to,
really-
stay up against the wall,
Stand up
stay
against the wall,
low,
yeah.
and like move towards it slowly.
Sure, yeah, you are making your way towards it. Outside the cave, I would like you three to make another perception check.
21.
Natty 20 for a 30.
Hey.
20.
Yeah. You are looking around. Somebody says, where'd Ruckelmubnuff go? And he's gone.
I was looking for him.
But you look behind you, and you see in the water, like you hear this like boop, and you see these ripples coming outward, and you focus on it, and you can see two forms very slowly making their way towards the bank of the stream.
Oh, God.
Towards us. Water ghouls. He was correct.
Most definitely. Shall we move inside the cave?
I don't think we have time.
Oh, time is on our
Rekelnubna,
side.
inside the cave, you make your way closer and closer to the sound, and you see as you get closer, even in the dark, as your eyes adjust. You see what looks like a young man with shaggy brown hair and like a thick wool sweater on, and he is sitting on the ground, and his ankle looks twisted, and he is looking around, and he's like, "Are you all still there? I need to.
Is he a human man?
Yeah, it looks human. Yeah.
Has he seen me?
No, he. Well, I don't know, because you're sneaking. Make us another stealth check. Because you're sneaking.
Very, very stinky.
No, almost guaranteed, unless he rolled
21.
horrendously. Yeah. No, he doesn't appear to have noticed you sneaking through. He's like calling out, and he looks very worried. And he's like, "Did you all go somewhere? Are you still there? What do you do?"
I just sort of want to look at him for a second.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that perhaps this is Dagger and Leeway's grandson.
Yeah.
He's wearing a wool sweater or whatever, but I want to sort of take a gauge, like, does this guy look like he might be the small person-sized booted figure, or does he not have boots? Like, does he have a weapon at all? Like,
Make a perception check.
27?
27. Okay. You see a couple things. There's a bow near him.
Okay.
And some arrows like propped up on the rocks. And you also notice that he has like a pouch at his side. It looks to be full of stuff, but he doesn't. Other than the bow, you don't see a weapon. And yeah, I mean, he looks. He'd be maybe a 17, 18-year-old human man.
Okay, so probably not what was described as the Strangler, the nudist Strangler.
As near as you can tell, no.
Okay, and
Is
he's
that a
close,
coin?
right?
Is that coin?
The nudist Strangler?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Everybody, watch out for
yeah,
the nudist
the nudist
strangler.
Strangler. Okay, I think I'm going to try to close the distance as much as possible.
Yeah. Make another stealth check then if you're trying to get closer without being noticed.
24.
24. Yeah, I mean, you can get within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
And what do you do?
Hi there.
I thought you had abandoned. Can you help me? Can you help me? Now that you speak, like he looks in the direction. He sees you there. He's like, can you? Oh, thank goodness!
I'd like
I've been
to
here
help
for
you.
so very long. I'm so hungry and it's cold.
How did you get back here?
I found the cave and I was looking for a place to sleep. I got lost in the woods. I was lost for so long. And I came in here because I was cold and I thought maybe I could build a fire, but I couldn't. And it's
What happened to your ankle?
I twisted it. I haven't been able. I wanted to get out of here, but it hurts to walk. Can you help me, please?
Oh yeah, let me see. I have my pack here. Hold on, and I'll sort of like make a fuss of doing it so I can keep asking him questions.
Okay.
I'll be like, what's
He
your name?
starts like crawling towards you, kind of like pulling himself along. He's like, oh, thank God you've come. My name, it's Devin. It's Devin. My name's Devin.
Oh, okay, Devin. Do you live around these parts?
Yeah. I live nearby. I really want to get home. I need to get home. Can you take me home?
Yeah, I think I can. I think I can get you.
Okay. Well, we've got to go. Can we get going?
What's your last name there, Devin?
Can you take me home, please? I just want to get home. I've been out here for so long.
Yep.
It is, and it's cold, and I'm hungry, and I don't want to be out here in the woods. Take me home! Take me home! And he leaps at you onto his feet, and his hands outstretched to grab you around the throat. Let's all roll initiative.
There we go.
That was a good admission.
27.
Perception for us.
27.
Well,
It's not good.
You know what? We
we
got.
gotta get a hero point here.
Your hero pointing it?
I'm gonna.
Initiative.
I'm gonna use my personal hero point, Jimmy. I'm gonna roll that. Frick! It's the same number.
Was it worse?
Chauncey, you said 27, right?
Yes.
It was
Okay.
worse.
Sky?
17.
17
worse.
for Sky. What about Rias?
14.
14, Rias. And Rekomubna?
It's just whatever I roll second. Is that it?
Perception plus your die. No.
Plus perception, correct.
Yeah. It's an 11.
And 11. You were caught quite off guard.
I was sneaking in for the whole person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't get strangled. Don't get strangled.
I'm getting strangled, yo.
Please don't.
Okay. Gotta do one thing.
That was scary, Jim.
I know. I didn't even expect to get so loud. I just kind of went for it.
We even
I
did a mic
loved
check
it.
earlier, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Give me more.
You said earlier
more.
today, I will not yell.
I know.
Don't worry, I never yell.
I didn't plan on it, and then I just went.
You brought it out already, Phil.
Felt it.
Chauncey,
Yes.
You are outside the cave. Okay, this is just seconds before we hear the yelling from inside. But what you are actually focused on are the figures that Rias has pointed to the water. They notice that they've been noticed, and they are starting to draw themselves up. And they look like lanky, ghoulish figures, but they have this fin atop their head and webbed hands and webbed feet. They are, by all accounts, at first glance, water ghouls. And the water ghouls are charging towards you and your companions. What do you do?
Uh-oh.
We can, of course, turn ourselves to roll 20. I don't have the map isn't big enough to display the water, but I can put you're on roll 20. If you look at the map, you notice that you are positioned just outside of this cave.
Yep.
Rekomubnuf is deeper within, and to the north, we'll say 20 feet north, there's these water ghouls that are starting to rush towards you.
Beautiful. First two actions, tap myself in the chest, cast Mage Armor,
Okay.
first level spell. Second, with my flintlock pistol out, take aim, fire.
You're gonna fire the pistol.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't want to go. They're immune to bullets.
That is a 27.
I would say that that's a hit. Let me double check and see if that's a crit.
Did the king
It
crit?
might have been.
Did the king crit on a water ghoul?
And the king did not crit.
Oh!
The king does not crit, but you do get a hit.
Okay. It's cool. It's 2 damage.
2 points of damage.
See a bullet just graze the shoulder.
You hear a shot ring out, and one of these water ghouls just and then continues his charge forward. And that was all 3 of your actions?
That was all
correct?
3 actions.
All right. So next up in the order
Definitely not.
It's probably not me.
is
No,
the creature that you shot.
Oh,
And what it is going to do, it is going to charge forward until it is indeed appropriately on the map right up next to you.
I don't like that.
And it has got its clawed hands outstretched, and it is going to try to rake you right across the face.
Gonna do what?
Oh.
Rake him.
Oh, okay.
Rake it.
Across the
But that shot threw him off. With a 13, I don't think he's going to get
That
you.
does
So he
not
rushes
hit.
up to you, tries to rake you across the face with
Are
that
there
claw.
critical fails in attacks?
Yes, but they don't have an additional effect.
Okay.
So it is a critical failure, but it doesn't have an additional effect for that. With its third action, it is going to, you see its chest expand and then contract all of a sudden, and it almost comes it looks like it's going to throw up, and it kind of does this jet of noxious smelling carrion vomit comes spewing out over you, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Reaction, I hold my breath.
22.
22. All right. For just a moment, it like hits you and it burns, like it's burning your flesh. You're gonna take half damage. So it's just 1 point of acid damage.
Okay.
Or poison damage.
Roll
Sorry.
a will save for me.
Huh?
Roll a will save as I use a reaction.
He has a reaction, does he? 25.
Dang. Okay. So that's a success, but you still take half damage. So I cast Blood Vendetta.
Okay.
Which basically, like, anytime an attack hits me, as a reaction, I can hurt you back. Sorry. 1 second. Oh, so that's almost max damage. That's 6 damage back to you.
6
no bleed.
points of damage. Is that already halved, or do I have it?
That is already halved.
Okay, so I take 6 points of damage on top of the 2 that I already took.
So that is persistent damage.
Oh, persistent damage. So at the end of his turn, that technically triggers, but still very, very good. All right, and that was 1 action to get to you, 1 action to use the claws, 1 action to spew vomit at you. That's all it can do.
Sweet. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! That's all it can do.
That's all it can do. Huzzah! Next up in the order, it is our friend Phoebe.
All right, so Phoebe is going to, as this is happening. You got, was it specifically like vomited on? Is that what happened?
That feels like it.
He's now covered in this horrible, nasty goo.
So, so Phoebe's going to go ahead and kind of slip behind our king right here with Cheese, and kind of let Cheese down behind the king, and charge up. I would like to charge up my inner radiance torrent.
Okay.
Oh.
How many actions are you devoting to that?
3.
All 3 of them. Well, if you because you stepped behind the king, so that would take an action.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to step, you can just.
I kind of just wanted to put Cheese behind. Kind of just
you could,
like
Cheese can leap down. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if you're not going to change, if you don't want to change positions, you can use all 3 of your actions.
Okay, then I won't change positions, and I'll just kind of like let Cheese down.
Cheese hops off your
Cheese, be
off
safe.
of you. Yeah.
I got you. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, time is but a construct that I can use. And I'm going to go ahead and charge my phone is my obsidian brick.
My phone.
My obsidian brick is gonna go right in between my 2 hands, and as it's been phasing around my body, as quick as it's doing that even faster in here as it charges up this wonderful light.
So you all see that Phoebe also begins to glow with an intense and growing radiance. Though nothing appears to happen on this turn, perhaps something will happen on her next turn. Use all 3 of your actions to charge up, and after that, it is our friend in the cave's turn. Not Rekelmubnuf's turn. No, the other friend in the cave. The poor lost little boy. And when he screams at you, "Just take me home," his voice changes and his appearance changes. And you see this little shriveled man. It looks like the grayish blue skin, like an old unwrapped mummy. And he leaps at you, and his hands go for your throat, and he's going to make an attack.
Something like this.
You're right there, and he's right there.
Yeah,
You
thank
see
you.
that? You
Pretty
can see it. You
close.
can see it on the map right there.
Pretty close.
He's really close.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so he grabs you by the throat. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Seduction damage? Sorry, never mind.
With his, now this attack has the grab ability, so he tries to grab onto you. So he hits you with the attack, so he grabs onto you automatically. So you are now grappled. And with his 3rd action, he is going to just squeeze and strangle you. A couple of things happen. 1, you can't speak while you're being strangled, or use any abilities that require you to have a verbal component or anything like that.
Okay.
The next thing that happens is you need to make a fortitude save.
You want to
use
Use
your
them.
points?
You got 2.
Now we got 1.
Gotta do better than that.
Okay, here we go. It's better. 24.
24. So you're going to take half damage because as he's strangling you, you're taking continuous damage. That is going to be 13 halved. So you take 6 points of more additional points of bludgeoning damage. And he is just holding on to you. So at this point, the longer he holds on to you, he can just keep doing damage with every action that he spends strangling you. So you're definitely going to try to get out of that if you can. And until you do, you cannot cry out for help. But that is the end of his turn. He attacked, he grabbed, and he strangled. And the whole time he's saying, I just wanted to go home. You could have just taken me home. I've been out here for so long, for so long, for so long. And we move on. We move on
It's terrifying.
to the second water ghoul's turn, who rushes up, sees Rias standing there, and tries to leap forward, not with the claw, but with its teeth, trying to sink it into your scaly hide. Oh my gosh.
Did you just crit me?
I did. That's a natural 20.
Oh
It's a natural 20 with the bite.
The worst thing.
It is, the damage could have been worse. You take 16 points of damage. The real thing is you need to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude. Come on, your fortuitous wrists. Let's go. Yes! A 30.
A 30. All right, that is a critical success. So there are no additional ill effects. It runs up to you, it bites you, and then it also like spews this horrible stuff all over you. And you need to make another fortitude save.
Fortitude save. I'm a hero point.
Ah, hero point, he says.
Gotta get out the. That's a 14, Joe.
Oh god.
14 on a natural 1 is a critical hit. So the first thing is you're going to take 10 points of acid damage as this thing just covers you in this boiling, carrion-smelling stew of vomit. What's worse is your immediate instinct is to try to wipe it off, but you find that your muscles will no longer obey your commands because you are paralyzed.
Oh god.
Water ghouls, man. Should have listened to the old man.
Should just stay back and eat pie.
Rias, it is your turn. Now, obviously, you're paralyzed, but the good news is that at the end of your turn, you get a new save against this effect. So you lose this turn, but you do immediately get to make another save. If you pass it on your next turn, you'll be able to move again.
I hate you, water ghouls.
I use all 3 actions to stare.
Yes, stare.
I
Now,
stare-
technically,
I was gonna say.
you can actually, because I'm going to double check the save. I don't think it requires you to use actions. Just you can attempt a new save. Doesn't say it requires actions. So you can take purely mental actions if you wanted to try to recall knowledge. That would be something you're actually able to do.
Yeah, I guess recall knowledge nature of what I've heard of water ghoulies.
For this, it would be religion, or I would accept
do religion.
occultism.
Yeah. Let's go with religion.
Okay.
I'm more religious than occultish, so all good.
Yes, dang it!
I know nothing, Jim. It's an 11.
He knows nothing.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go.
Sad day for Rias.
That's bad rolling on this though.
Well, you got the bad roll out of the way on the recall
This is
knowledge.
true.
Now
All right,
you need a new thing for
Go
the
for my
fortitude save.
save. Fortitude, right?
Yes.
29.
29. You shake it off. Your limbs seize up, but then you shake it off and you can move once again. But
Cool, I
unfortunately,
move.
it cost you the turn. That happens at the end of your turn, unfortunately.
See how it is, Jim? Just take my whole turn.
So after that creature's turn, Rekelmubnuff, you are grabbed by this creature. You can't speak. If you want to try to escape, there is the acrobatics check. Is the escape action is acrobatics, so you can try that. You can just stab this creature.
Hero
you
point!
Hero point! Hey, there's a hero point. I think they're gonna need it.
We're gonna need it. Thank you.
You can make an attack. Like there's nothing that stops you
Sure.
from doing that. But if you want to get out of it,
Okay.
you want to escape.
I'm going to get my get the old dog slicer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna my mirror. I'm just gonna shine it.
Okay.
Um,
Just out of curiosity, do you happen to know if it does on that ability, does it require you to issue a command? Some activated abilities require a command.
it just says you reflect an illusory image.
Okay. I'm gonna say that for now we'll say no, and then it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to a complete copy of me reflects. And it's gonna reflect 15 feet on the other side of where I currently am.
Sure.
So there's now 2 of me, and both of me's are going to think really hard and attempt to recall mentally, as I'm being strangled, what this thing's vulnerability is.
Sure.
What
so
it
that
is.
would be the esoteric ability.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Change your dice.
Wait, no,
Whole side needs to be changed.
The chairs, the room.
Do you want to use the 1 hero point?
We just got it. You should probably use it. You should probably.
Or don't recall anything.
I mean,
Boys?
I have to use it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be dead.
Go for it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Hero points.
Hero point.
What a timely hero point.
Here.
He rolled a 10. Okay.
Any other ones? Let's go. Desperation dice.
Better,
Let's
it's
go.
better. Okay. 11 plus
I love desperation dice.
25.
Okay. This creature has none of its own weaknesses, but you know that you can sort of impose a weakness upon
Right.
it using.
Do I have any idea what it is?
Antithesis. Yeah. You know now, thinking back.
Now I'm being strangled.
Now that you're being strangled, now that it's all happening.
Yeah.
So you recall the story of the little man in the woods. The little man in the woods was once a very happy man who was on his way home to his loving family when he was set upon by 2 unhappy men who wanted to steal everything he had.
Aw.
And they did. They stole his clothes and his money and the toy that he had bought his children when he was at the market. And then they stole his life. They stabbed him and they stripped him of everything and they left him in the woods where no one ever found him. And the creatures of the forest did not go near him, and the insects did not consume him, and the plants around him became blighted and dead, and years passed, and he became shriveled and tiny and lost everything. And when there was nothing left, not a memory of him existed anymore, he woke up. And all he could think about was getting back home. He just wanted to get home, but he couldn't even remember what home was. He just knew that he was cold and alone and miserable and forgotten. And so he searches for someone to help him, but no one can. And this makes him very angry, uncontrollably angry. And so he inflicts the same fate that he endured on those who cannot help him.
Well, that's creepy, Jim.
You know with certainty that if you die here, he might take everything from you and watch over your body compulsively for years while you too shrivel up and become nothing but a faded, forgotten memory. And then you will have to wake up and wander the woods, taking from those who cannot help you.
Does that help?
What the hell, Jim? Yeah, I mean, it does. Woo.
Give him a child's toy.
Don't worry, I've got a personal antithesis, and it is this. It is a very tiny keychain-sized teddy bear.
Yes.
Yeah, which will really get him.
Stab him with
So
a key.
Yeah, stab him with a
I'm
teddy
gonna
bear.
I'm gonna pull that out
Yeah.
in the same hand with my dog slicer, and I'm gonna try to slice him.
You pull out the keychain-sized teddy bear, and he looks at it and recoils. He says, "That's mine."
Yeah.
And then you stab him.
Mr. Bear.
Or maybe you don't stab him.
I don't know anymore. 17?
No.
hard to
You
stab
try to
this
come
little
in,
tiny guy.
and you can't get an angle on him. You're trying to hit him with the dog slicer, and he redoubles his grip around your throat. Summoning your copy was an action. Recalling the knowledge was an action, and the attack was an action.
Huzzah!
So we move
Huzzah for
on
death.
Huzzah.
to the top of the next round, and it is Chauncey's turn once again.
Okay, Chauncey's gonna reach into his pocket real fast and pull out this like ichor that's
Yeah.
dripping at like worms, and he's gonna shove it into the ghoul's mouth and go, "Puke this up!" As he casts Worm's Repast.
Oh.
I am going to need a Fortitude save from you.
A fortitude save, you say? That's a middling roll. I'm not too excited about it. That is an 18.
That is a fail! Okay, so the creature takes 46 piercing damage and 1d6 persistent piercing damage on top of the bleed that I need to roll right now.
So the way the bleed, the way
it
persistent
changes.
is, it'll
Yeah.
change to whatever's
Okay.
higher. So
Okay.
whatever the most intense persistent will remain.
One is 2d6 halved, and one is 1d6.
So we'll just do the full 1d6, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
As the persistent.
So 1 second, let me roll the 4d6. Oh. So that's 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 1 persistent.
This is on the one directly.
Well, he'll take. You'll roll the persistent damage at the end of his turn.
Okay,
so
yes.
don't worry about that yet. We'll
This was the one directly in front of you?
Yes.
This is the one that he shot and hurt last round as well.
So you just see like worms start to dig into its skin, festering and feeding outside of its body.
It's a gross.
That is 2, and with 1 action, reload.
Reload the pistol, getting ready for the next shot. Excellent turn, Chauncey. It is now this creature's turn, and it is mindlessly going to just keep coming in for the kill.
like
First, it'll try to
this.
bite you.
No.
Yes, it will. That is a 19, though.
23.
Yeah, so it comes in with the bite, but you mess it up with it. It basically like crunches on that vial that you had, and it's just blood and worms running down its face. It can't get its teeth at you. It is going to follow up with a little claw. That is even worse. So it cannot quite get there. Let's see. It already used its spew. How many rounds is that going to be? So it can't do that again yet. So it is just going to. It's going to try to aid its companion who is trying to get at Rias.
Oh.
So it is going to try to distract Rias for a little bit on its companion's turn. It'll take an action to.
It is flat-footed.
Oh, it's flat-footed.
Yeah,
It
it's
won't be able to do it,
flat-footed
yeah.
due to the pain as long as it takes persistent damage.
All right, then in that case, you won't be able to do that. Go ahead and roll the persistent damage.
There we go. That's a 5.
5 points of damage. Not like
Eating
a flat
away.
check. The flat check is a 12, so the persistent damage does not end. And you can see that this ghoul, this water ghoul, is like almost falling apart on its feet. It is very badly wounded.
Yes. Sorry, that sounded like.
Getting there.
All right. After its not as impressive turn, it is Sky's turn. You've been charging up. You are now glowing with an internal radiance. What do you do?
I have a question.
Yes.
If I wanted to cast this, could I use movement before I cast it?
Because it takes all 3 of your actions, no.
Okay, cool.
So unfortunately, you can't.
Okay, cool.
So,
I do see how a movement would help you immensely, but unfortunately
yes.
you can't.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna use the second round to charge up 3 more.
Well, I think at the end of
It
your
says
third.
2-round charging. 2-round casting time.
Right, so the first round
the
was
first
already
round?
passed, so this is the second round.
Okay,
so when
cool.
you would unleash at the end of this round, it'll do whatever its enhanced effect is.
Is this an
Then
area
I would like to
of
cast
effect?
it at the one that
Okay.
I mean, I would like to throw it at the one that has now bitten and is eating Rias.
Sure, why not? Sounds good. Do you make a spell attack or do I make a saving throw?
So you're going to make a saving throw.
Okay.
It's going to be a reflex. Wait, a reflex save?
Yeah.
Okay. Reflex save.
All right, this thing tries to dodge out of the way as you unleash this incredibly nasty blast at it. That is a total of 20.
Total of 20.
I believe
think
it's a
it's a
fail.
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 Yours should be
Yes.
22.
Yes, it's 22.
All right.
And then, so let's see. Number of actions you spent. The line through an area of magical darkness targets a creature affected by magic. Inner radiance torment attempts to counteract the dark. Okay. So, we're going to roll 4d4
Okay.
plus another 4d4.
8d4.
So we're gonna do
points of
8d4
damage.
points of damage.
Goodness.
So let's do this.
Excellent.
Oh my god. Or
Those are
9. Oh shit.
D6,
D8.
that's too much.
Or D4. Where are my
It's a
fours?
pyramid.
There we go. Thank you. I only have 1. Oh god.
Yeah, we can give you some.
Let's
got
let's
2
all
you can
use
borrow.
it. Thank you. I love this. I love this. With our powers combined.
Working
we are
together.
Captain Planet 4, 5, 6. Great. Okay. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Roll
and
2 more. Yep.
14, 15, 16, and, well, 17, 18. So 18.
Nice.
18 points of force damage. And you are glowing.
I am
You enter a
glowing. I'm entering
shining
into a
state.
shining state. So you're actually going to see Phoebe. Huzzah! You're going to see Phoebe. Kind of not Phoebe, but the space around Phoebe glowing. It's not exactly touching Phoebe, but it is just around, and you see shifts of light, kind of like refractions of light, as it's surrounding Phoebe, just for future reference. And that's my turn. That's what
Right.
I have to use.
Just so you all are aware of how what the shining state's actually going to do is anybody who ends their turn adjacent to Phoebe takes 1 point of force damage.
Don't stop there.
That's exactly correct.
Excellent turn. You blast this thing.
It'll actually be 2 because I have.
Oh, will it be 2?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be 2.
You just don't end your turn next to Phoebe, all right?
Yeah,
That's
should
all.
be
It's
easy.
easy.
It's cool. It doesn't take away the whole
wants their
plan I
dice back?
had.
Me, please.
You want your dice back?
Yes.
Is this one yours?
Aluminum. Yes.
The 2 black dice are mine.
Purple. These are yours.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.
After Sky's turn, it is the little man in the woods'
So
turn.
GM,
Yeah.
our map has died,
Yes.
but I couldn't help but notice the reflection me. I want it to be behind me, away from the little man.
Oh, I thought you had to make it so that it because doesn't it impose the flat-footed condition?
I can use it that way.
Yeah.
That's how I normally use it when I'm attacking. But I would like to use this to not be strangled this time.
But I don't think he's going to let go of you.
No, but that's not going to be me anymore. The reflection's going to be me.
If you can swap positions like that.
Yeah,
then-
I get to choose at the start of my turn. I can choose which one's real, or unless a force acts on one or the other, then I have to choose which one.
But you are. Does that work when you're being because like right now you are being continuously grappled. Like you
I
are
don't know.
grappled.
This is my text here.
Yeah.
That is sick if you're able to do it.
I would say that because you are actively being grappled, you have to choose. Like I don't think because I know that if something hits either one, it always hits you.
Right. If it hits both, it always hits me.
I thought if it hit either, it would always hit you. Because what?
Yeah.
What's
I don't
happening?
know.
I mean, you said it for just one more
Yeah.
time. I just want to make sure
It's
we get it right.
confusing.
Because if it does allow you to swap places, that's super cool.
I mean, that's the
but,
point of it. But I guess like,
Yeah.
would you say that even if I was grappled and took my thing this round, can I still use its ability to switch my places? Because I don't have to place it next to who I'm fighting. I can place it just 15 feet away from me and choose which one is the real me.
see. You occupy both spaces. Your mirror self mimics your actions exactly, but any effects you generate come from only one of your positions. You decide, blah, 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 blah. Anything that targets you or would affect your reflection affects you and uses your statistics. Something that would target or affect both of you affects you only once. Some events force you to determine which image is the real you, and then end the effect and cause your mirror self to disappear. This happens automatically. It also happens if you choose to move out of your space. I mean, it's cool. I don't know. I don't know. It's cool enough, sure.
I'm trying to mirror myself out of this choke.
Yeah.
Like,
it's...
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Rules.
If it works, I guess it's up to you to determine, like, does him choking me at the start of his turn, is that deciding which one of those two are mine? Because I was being choked when I cast it, right? So I was already being choked.
Yeah.
The question is, like, when I create the mirror, can I still switch if I'm being choked? And if so, does it happen now when I would take choking damage again? Or does it happen at the start of my turn when I would automatically have to decide which one is me?
Interesting questions. This is a very weird and messy thing. I think the thing is, well, because it does allow you to just be in a different position.
Yeah, that's its purpose.
Yeah, it's weird. Sure, you can teleport out of grapples, I guess. Sure.
Broken!
That is quite an ability.
Yeah.
So where did you want to
just
be then?
15 feet further away, like 15 feet far enough, get me away from him.
Okay.
Me go as far as way.
15 feet would put you there.
Old man scared me far away.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean,
he's
I don't
no
think that's going to
longer
prevent him
holding
from
you.
strangling me again, but
I mean,
won't be strangled right
he's got a movement speed, so he's just going to come up and do it again.
Yeah.
But all right. So at the start of his turn, no longer holding on to you as one of you disappears and you are in a different place. In a rage, he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet is his movement. He can get right up next to you, and he is going to try to strike out at you again.
Oh no.
Question, Jim.
Yes.
Can I use my implement's interruption? It says the trigger is the target of your exploit vulnerability uses concentrate, manipulate, or a move action, or leaves a square during a move action.
I don't think he would need to leave a threatened, like he wouldn't need to leave a threatened area.
Right.
To
Does
trigger
him using a move action that comes within range of me allow me to use the trigger?
Does it say you have to move out of the range?
It says
Or just into
target of your exploit vulnerability uses a concentrate, manipulate, or move action, or leaves a square during a move action it's using.
No, I guess it just uses a move. Yeah, sure. Yes,
Okay.
you can do that. I don't. Yeah.
I don't know.
What does it allow you to
Just
do?
gives me free. My dog slicer leaps out of my hand and attacks him without me even thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is that a nat 20?
Wait, really?
Nice.
Let's go.
That one right there. That one right there.
Okay. That is a total of 33.
33 is a hit.
I have rolled 2 damage plus 5 damage.
Okay.
And then my dog slicer has backstabber. I think that does something.
If you are flanking a target, it does.
No, I'm
But you are
not doing
currently
that.
not.
No. Okay. So,
7 points of damage.
Don't you roll 2d6 because you crit?
oh yeah, do I?
He didn't crit. Unless you
No,
rolled a natural
33?
20.
He
No,
rolled a natural
33 is
20.
not a crit.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh, if it's a natural 20, then it is a crit. Yeah.
So, whatever I said.
You just
5.
double whatever, because you said it was 7 damage, you just double it.
Okay, yeah, 14.
14 points of damage.
Oh man.
And then he's going to hit you.
Don't choke me!
A 33 doesn't crit?
No.
Oh,
This
God.
old man is a tank.
Like,
He strikes out and hits an armor class of 24.
That's my AC.
oh, no.
Will get you?
Yeah.
All right. He
Yeah.
hits you. That is bad damage, though. He is only going to deal 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to use his third action to grab, but he doesn't have any an additional action to strangle. So he just grabs onto you again. That's it.
Okay.
That's it for him. We move on, and it is the other water ghoul's turn. Water ghoul that was attacking Rias, and it is going to try to claw at you, or it's going to try to bite you first.
Don't bite me again!
First comes the bite.
Don't do it.
That is a 15.
No, it's a miss.
Definitely not going to do it. He's going to follow up with the claw, with an even worse roll, and then he's just going to shift to see if he can better position himself because he doesn't like what he just got blasted real hard. So he's going to try to get behind you and use you as a human shield or a lizard folk shield by stepping around you, and that is his third action, end of his turn. And it's not your turn.
Rias just like looks back at him and he's just like, flee. Give me a will save, Jim.
Ooh, command.
That is not super great. That is an 18.
It is a failure!
Yes.
So, command, Jim. A failure. You must use the first action of your turn to leave.
To leave.
To
I must
flee.
go away from you. All right. You
Yes.
will flee away from me.
Telling him to flee, and then the next thing I want to do, you know what? I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna claw its face with my claws.
Okay. Claw it away.
I think that's good.
Face. I'm gonna claw it in the face with a grand total of 14.
14's not quite going to do it.
That's all.
All right. After Rias, we move to Reclamobnuf's turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna flash my mirror again. This time I am gonna flank him.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm gonna do an instructive strike. I'm gonna attempt to attack him and learn something about him in the process.
Okay.
17.
17 is not going to do it.
Alright, I am going to try to attack him again.
Sure.
Nope. Nope, Kim.
It's not going well.
I'm just. No, I'm gonna say. There's an old man in here. There's an old man in there.
So you're screaming now?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can hear him call.
Old man. Old man, he's attacking me.
Do we
Somebody
hear
help.
that? Can we hear that?
Yeah.
Well, because you can. You can hear him screaming now for help.
Okay. Okay, good. 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 Great.
Yep. That's about the state of things. Two of me right next to a very grabby old man.
A grabby old man.
It's very strong hands.
Strong hands. So strong.
So
He
strong.
runs on them, that's why they're so strong.
Top of the next round, it is Chauncey's turn.
Okay, Chauncey's gonna take his gun, put it right under the chin of this ghoul, and fire.
All right. Blast away.
I'm gonna use my personal hero.
Your personal hero point to not
It
accept
was
the consequences of your horrific action.
There we go. That is a 23.
That it's
Excellent.
Some
5 damage.
5 points of damage. You blow a hole right through the back of this thing's skull, and it falls over dead, or deader than it just was.
Yes. Eat that. Then he's going to take one move action, move 15 feet into the hall,
Into the cave. Okay.
into the cave. I have dark vision, so
Sure.
I can see.
Yeah.
Actually, how much movement is it until to him?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet.
I do not have enough. Yeah, I'm gonna reload.
You're gonna reload?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll move as close as I can, which is
How much? What is your
I have
movement?
25 feet.
25. Okay, yeah. So you could get in here and be a little bit deeper in the cave.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'll reload, and that's my turn.
Sure. Love it. You got a loaded gun and some ghoul guts all over you, but it's a good turn. It's a good turn. It would be my turn again, but I'm dead. So it's Sky's turn.
Oh, this is wonderful. So how far am I from inside the cave where this man that we don't
say
know?
it.
So the problem is you don't have line of sight. You could step into the cave, basically step up right next to where Chauncey is, and you'd have line of sight. But at the moment, you can't from where you are, there's walls in the way of you and the little man.
Okay, great. My whole goal, hearing that, is saying, King, you got this. And I'm going to just take a walk and walk my way towards, I guess, a little bit of a jog inside of the cave.
You made it sound like you were walking away.
Like
You're
inside
like, you
of the
got
cave.
this. I'm out.
Yeah, you're outside the cave. I'm like, you got this.
I'm left out.
You know, support.
Oh crap.
Do you want to get right up next to him?
I want to get to this old man. Yes.
Yeah.
This old
It's 35 feet, and you have 25 feet of movement per action.
I have. Where do I find that?
in your move
I have
speed.
40 feet.
Your move speed is 40?
40.
It does
Okay.
say 40.
Damn.
Let's go.
You're a fast guy.
Yes,
With
I am.
one action, you get right up next
Baby.
to this guy.
You still have an
With
action.
what?
One action. You
That
have
was
2
one
actions
action.
left.
I have 2 actions left. This is wonderful. I just want to completely appear like I've been appearing this whole time in y'all's ears, like just right beside each other, right next to the old man. Hi, it seems like you're in dire need of help. Let me help. And at the same way, kind of to the sides of its neck, not strangling it, but knowing that this has happened. I would like to cast Calm Emotions at a 3rd level spell.
Calm emotions. You make a will save, correct?
Yes. And then on the focus spells, do I have to? Is that take an action?
Which focus spell are you casting?
Well, I'm kind of deciding because I can't use time skip on myself, but I can use temporal distortion to throw them backwards or forward in time.
Yeah, temporal. Those will definitely cost actions, so you have to choose which one you want. But let me see.
Awesome. So this is my main focus: is Calm Emotions.
Okay, so you do want to cast. Calm
I do
Emotions.
want to do that, and I also have, I believe it's a feat of no cause for alarm to also like add that if I could to attempt to reduce.
Using those cause for alarm is a 3-action activity.
Oh,
It
okay.
attempts to reduce the frightened condition. You would basically like use it if your allies were frightened. You would try to reduce that for them.
I see.
But it costs 3 actions to use.
I see.
So
Okay, so what happens with Calm Emotions?
the calm emotions you can use
2,
right away.
level
Let's see
3.
what happens with calm emotions. That is a will save for me. That's gonna be a 26.
And that's just it's 22.
Yeah. So I believe it still takes a -1 to attacks because a success still has an effect, just like it had on Chauncey.
Where are my spells? Yeah, so let's see. It is great. So it succeeds. Urges impose a -1 status penalty to the creature's attack rolls.
Yep.
Yes.
So he's gonna have a -1 penalty to attack rolls.
Okay.
Does it say how long it's gonna last?
1 minute.
1 minute. So for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Truly.
Or our lives.
Yes. And then I have a 3rd action.
No, it would be
Or
2
was
actions
that-
to cast calm emotions.
Great,
And 1
perfect.
action to move into position.
That's it.
All right.
I'm here to help.
Great.
It is now his turn. It's now his turn, and he's got you grabbed, so he's just gonna squeeze. And you need to make a fortitude save.
Okay.
Does his attack? Does that count as?
This is not an attack roll, unfortunately. It is a save that he has to make. If he manages to get out of the grab again, then it has to make an attack.
Listen, I'm doing all I can, man.
We're
What do we got total?
14.
14 is a critical failure. So you are once again choked, and you're gonna take double this bludgeoning damage. It's
Hero
There's a hero point.
Oh!
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
Oh,
already
jokes.
doubled?
That's already doubled, yes.
Jesus.
Already doubled. Poor damage roll.
Jesus, he's with you.
And he is just squeezing the life out of you. And that was his first action. So for his second action, he continues squeezing. You need to make another fortitude save.
26.
26 is a success. So you'll take half of this damage, which is going to be 9. So 5, or you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And for his third action, he is going to keep squeezing. So you need to make another fortitude save.
Jeez. 29.
29 is also a success. So half of this damage as well. That is going to be 7 points of damage to you as he just continues crushing, and you can feel the pressure growing, and you almost feel like your collarbone is about to snap. He has incredibly strong hands. As he squeezes, squeezes, squeezes. Next up is the ghoul that is fighting you, Rias.
Go away!
Your companions have, or actually no, the
Wait,
next thing that happens is I take 1 point of damage for being next to you, ending my turn next to
My radiant.
you in your shining state. I
2
take a point
points.
of
2
force damage.
points.
Oh,
2
2
points,
points of
yes.
force
Question.
damage.
You're standing very close to me. 2 points, you say?
No, that'll happen at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay.
When you end your turn next to him,
Now
that
I have
triggers.
I have one question.
Yes.
I have an ability called Delay Consequence.
Okay.
Now, does that happen before you roll damage or after? Because the injury has to be sustained and you have to keep the hit points. So, because it's a reaction, I didn't know if I should use that before it takes damage because it could not hit.
A creature or object within range is hit by an attack. So you when it makes an attack roll, you would when it gets struck by an attack, you are able to trigger it.
Oh, okay, cool. I see. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. No problem. Right after it's the ghoulies' turn. Ghoul is going to try to slash.
Runs away first.
Oh yeah. First thing
I
it does
said,
is runs away.
"Flee."
It flees, and then it's like, wait, what am I doing? I want to go bite
Use
that.
2
guy.
of your actions to
So
come
it
back to
uses
me.
another action to come running up to you, and then it is going to try to bite you because its vomit isn't ready yet. 22. He is going to sink his little teeth into your scaly eye. You take 8 points of damage, and you got to make a fortitude save.
Oh no. I have a plan.
Fortitude save! Oh my god! And you used that other hero point, didn't you?
No.
No?
I didn't.
Is that hero point out there?
We just didn't put it down.
Yeah, we didn't put it out there, but I
because
haven't
it
used
was it was happening after you.
Oh, that's right.
He was
Yeah,
rolling
after-
damage.
Hero
Those two
point,
having it.
Jim.
All right, hero point that fortitude
Come
save.
on, man.
That's not.
I mean, that's better for 22.
22 is a success. You are doing all right.
There you go.
And that was all 3 of its actions because it had to choose 2 just to run and then come back. So it is your turn, Rias.
I'm gonna look at this thing. You see Reis's finger just glow. His eyes are getting very angry, and he just shoves his finger into this thing's head. I want to cast Bind Undead on this thing.
Bind undead.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh my.
Let's figure this out.
One mindless undead creature with a level no greater than Bind Undead spell level.
You would probably know that most ghouls are not mindless.
Not mindless?
Yeah.
We were so close.
I know.
So close.
So close.
Well, yeah. I'm just gonna. I said flee! Go away! Another will save.
You're just gonna. It's gonna get going. Okay.
Leave.
All right.
Go away!
That is a 15.
It's a failure!
There we go.
And then I move into the cave.
All right, so you are going to use command and then move. What is your move speed?
My move speed is
I
25.
haven't said the
25. All right, so I get you.
Is there any light inside this cave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is
Yeah,
light.
there is. He is glowing.
I used
He's
2
glowing.
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move at least right into the door.
You can get right next to Chauncey if you want.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll stand next to the king.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll be on his right side.
Ding.
Excellent.
All right.
Let's go. I hate those things. I hate ghoulies.
I hate ghoulies too. Rekomobna.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay, one of me pops out of existence.
One of you pops out of existence.
The one is being choked. Okay. I'm going to use my healing potion.
Yes.
It is a moderate healing potion.
Yes, very good.
How many
That's-
is that worth?
I want to say 2d8.
I believe you're right.
Yes.
I think
Plus
I
your
am.
caster level?
No.
No. Okay.
It is plus something. I'll figure it out. It might just be straight 2d8.
Do you need another D8?
Moderate is 3d8 plus 10. I'm completely wrong. 3d8 plus 10. It's a hefty one.
Okay, that's 8.
15.
That is 15,
25.
25. Very good.
You looking pretty hurt, Rugglmuffin?
Looks better than you
I'm
did.
still looking hurt now.
Okay.
He got choked real bad.
Yeah,
Got
sure.
real choked. I'm not into old man choking, so it's not going well over here.
How do you follow up?
Downing the healing potion? Mm-hmm. Well, good sir, I follow up by mirroring myself.
Mirroring yourself.
Wait, what? My map's dead. I'm not gonna mirror myself.
All right.
I'm going to move into a position that I'm not.
Getting hit by.
Getting hit
gonna
by
move, all right.
glowing.
Do you want to move towards
Like
the back of the cave, like directly back from where you are? Or do you want to move up towards where your friends are?
I think I want to flunk.
You want to what?
Can I flank?
Oh yeah, you just want to take a step and be flanking with
flank.
with Phoebe?
Yeah.
Sure.
Step in front.
Easy peasy.
Step and flank, and
Step
then
and flank.
I will dog a slice him.
Double slice.
So that puts him 5-footed or something. Does that backstabber now come into play?
Now it would give you an extra point of damage if you hit.
Oh.
Stab it. Stab it, Rossi!
Big if. Big if. It's a big if. That is a 3. That is 12. That is AC drop.
I've
Since the
never,
last time
I've
I
never seen such consistently bad rolls on one episode. It's just not going well for you. And I'm sorry.
Listen.
It's got to be frustrating.
Old man is my fear.
Yeah.
That's my personal entity.
Yeah.
It's because you
Joking
know
old
the
man.
full story. You're so disturbed by the full
I
story
am
behind
disturbed.
him that
I'm
yeah,
not sleeping
you,
tonight, Jim. Whew.
Okay. Well, we go to the top of the next round, and King Chauncey has arrived on scene.
King is here to save the day. Are you a willing creature?
I don't know what's happening yet.
Okay.
Willing to the choking? No.
No.
Willing to be saved? You bet.
Sweet. I am going to cast a heightened soothe at a second level, which is 2d10 plus 8.
Ooh, very good.
Oh, there we go. 20 back to you.
Yes!
And then I am going to fire my gun at this old man.
All right. I would say that Phoebe's providing a little bit of cover. He's going to get a little bonus to his AC. Oh, no. But, that's okay. You still do it.
One, don't hit you.
Oh, 17 on the die for 29.
29 is a hit.
Yes. Max damage, 6 points.
6 points of damage
go.
as you shoot the little man in the woods.
Wait, you healed him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you get a bonus actually because of my halo. Anybody healed around 30 feet with me gets an additional 1d6.
Oh.
Heyo.
Daddy.
1d6.
That's a 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, why did I roll it?
3.
I'll take it.
Shit. Yeah. I was healing him. It should be from me. Don't look at me like this. Yeah, I am my turn.
All right. After you, it's Sky's turn.
Okay, wonderful. Seems like you don't really need my help.
No, I do.
I believe in y'all. So bad. I believe in you very much.
I don't believe in
And
myself.
so does Kiriko. And so I'm going to, I guess you're the nearest one near me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Apart from the old man.
Rek'el Mubnuff, I'm going to go ahead and cast Time Skip on you. It's going to be a focus spell. And as I touch you, you're going to see the fur on Phoebe's ears start to grow white. On the tips to the edges, you're going to see these wrinkles start to appear. You're going to see the tail start to fluff out and kind of get a little razzled and turn white. And now you will be, you are now quickened, and you can take this action only to step, stride, or strike. You are heightened +1, and I can actually add one additional willing creature other than myself within range. So if I could,
Yeah.
I would like to also cast that on King,
Yeah.
who I know your name's Chauncey, but King.
I'm fine with you.
What that is going to do is you are both going to be quickened, which means you get 4 actions on your next turn.
So it's like
but your
haste.
extra action you can use to step, stride, or strike.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's the +1? Heightened +1?
The height just means he can add Chauncey
okay.
to it.
Would
rather than-
reloading count as a strike?
No. The shot would.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we strike with action, does it still?
It still does. It does have the
The
cumulative.
stag.
So I could step down all the way to like plus nothing.
Yeah.
May Kiriko watch above, through time, and without. I
Yo,
believe in you.
Kiriko.
Hey, Kiriko, let's go.
Kiriko.
Now, is that? I don't know how many
Time skip
actions.
costs 1 action to cast.
One action,
Wow.
got it.
Whoa.
1 action.
Dang.
Great. And then I'm also going to. I would like to cast Impending Doom on this guy.
Ding.
Oh.
That's a real nasty one. I gotta make a save.
Fail.
I can't leave you out.
Fail.
And I'm going to go over there and just touch his head.
All right, that is a 25
Oh.
on the save.
It's a success,
Okay.
but
But
Yeah.
there's still plenty of effects that happen with a success.
Yes,
so-
there are. That is so true. And this is, hold on. So, it was a success.
Yep.
You're unaffected for 1 round.
Okay.
On the second round, you become flat-footed.
All right.
And
So
things happen on the second
right,
round.
right, yeah, it gets
If it
progressively worse.
Yeah.
All right, so for right now, he seems unaffected, but you know that he is about to experience some rather intense visions of an impending doom.
Yeah, he kind of just looks the same. And I'm just going to back off and say, just wait. It'll happen.
nice.
Just you wait.
Don't like that.
It's gonna happen.
And yeah, that's my
Okay,
that's my turn.
perfect. Love it.
He's gonna take. Does he take damage?
He takes at the end of his turn. He
Right.
takes it. Right.
Thank
yes,
you.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes,
you,
yes,
GM.
Yes, yes, yes. After your excellent turn, it is his turn, and he is
boo.
very upset with the gnome that just keeps popping in and out of existence.
I bet, right?
And he also doesn't like that you just cast a spell on him, Phoebe.
What?
So he's going to turn right to you.
He has no idea.
And he knows. He knows.
Okay.
So the first thing he's going to try to do is strike you. Now, this will have a -1 penalty because he is calmed a little bit.
Yeah.
He's slightly calmer
He's
than
slightly
normal.
calmed.
So he's going to try to strike you.
It's like, don't even want to
That
strangle
is
these people.
17 on the die, which means my total is 33 with the -1.
That's a
30 feet.
33.
That's definitely going to crit.
Okay.
That's going to crit.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
That's on attack. So
Yes.
remember this. I'm
Yes.
going to react and cast delay consequence.
delay consequence. Okay.
All right.
So
When this when he strikes,
Yes.
you're going to see what is he doing exactly? Can
but
you
he's literally
describe
trying to
that?
grab you by the throat.
Okay, as he grabs me by the throat, you're going to see that like refracting light kind of like focus where he is trying to attack me. And all those distortions are kind of like shooting off, firing and flaring off simultaneously very, very fast. And you don't know what's going to happen next until
Okay.
he tells me what happened.
Well, the total damage
Yes.
from the crit is going to be 28 points of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
He uses his
so-
second action to use
Yes.
his grab ability, so he
Okay.
grabs on you. Now I know you don't take that damage right away.
Yes.
So he hits you, then he's going to grab you,
Uh-huh.
and for his third action, he's going to try to strangle you.
Okay.
So you need to make a Fortitude save.
Okay.
Fortuitous.
Okay. Great.
15 on the die.
We're going to do. Where's my fortitude? Oh, is that my? There it is. 10. 25.
25 is a success, which
Awesome.
means you're going to take half damage,
Awesome.
which is going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
The important thing, though, is that you are being strangled. So you can't use any spells that have a verbal component.
Understood. Now, may I RP this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. So as he's going through and he's doing all of these different actions,
Don't stop while you're being strangled.
you're just going to see Phoebe, like as you've seen her in her most confident state ever. Like as she walked through the doors, like nothing has happened. She is completely like looking down upon this old man, and kind of looks like not phased by it, but more focused on the phone that's been, or the obsidian brick that's been phasing around.
I don't know why I keep picturing you going, please hold.
No, that's definitely happening. Just wait.
Rias, it is your turn.
My turn?
You haven't seen any hint of the water ghoul that you told to flee after you came into the cave. So what do you do?
Can I make a check on this guy? I wanted to see like if he is undead or such.
Okay. Yeah. Religion or occultism?
I'll take religion.
Sure.
22.
Yeah. I mean, you can determine he is undead. You can just see he looks like an unwrapped mummy, basically. Like he's a little shriveled old man. Is there anything else specifically that you wanted to know?
No, just he was undead.
Okay.
That's fine. I just looked at him like, stop touching all of us. Let go.
Command.
Command.
Do it
to
again.
Let go.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, I will make a will save. Oh, that is a wiener. That's not great. That is a 17.
17 is a failure.
So he's gonna have to let go. Man, you guys are really making
That's what I got
work for
against
this.
undead. My
It's
other
good.
stuff is too good for undead.
Making him work for his supper. Is there anything else?
That's what I
there's
got.
2 action spells, so that's what you got. Rekamubna.
Okay. I am going to reach out my hand and say, "Stop choking people!" And I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Oh.
Now, I believe Chill Touch does negative energy damage, and you know he's undead.
Oh,
It is.
you're gonna heal him?
It does have specific effects against the undead. Never mind.
Yeah.
It does. I remember that spell does have weird
It does.
effects,
It's
so.
good for living and undead.
Yep. All right, so what is that? Fortitude save?
Mm-hmm.
Fortitude save. All right. Also a bad roll. Let's see. That is going to be a total of 20.
That's a fail. So it target is flat-footed for 1 round and a failed Fortitude save.
Okay. Is that because I think there's a specific like undead creatures. Is that?
Disoriented.
So that is right. Okay, I was just making sure that was specifically for. Okay, yeah, great. So he is flat-footed.
Okay,
Is it not 3d4 damage?
that's on a living creature.
Yeah, living creatures
okay.
it damages.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, and then I
Yeah, I'm going to help you out just a little bit though. You might want to retcon that because you're flanking him. Technically, he already has the flat-footed condition and it can't stack. So he's already flat-footed against you right now.
will he be flat-footed against people using ranged attacks now?
No, that will provide them a benefit.
Right, that's what I was.
Okay, great. If that's what you're going for, then
I mean, I have
then
4
run with it, yeah.
actions. I can basically only stab him.
Do whatever I want.
And after my second stab,
Yeah.
nothing's gonna happen. I mean,
Gotcha.
after my first stab, nothing will probably
No,
happen.
that's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure that you were getting an effect you were going for, since yeah, cool. I like it.
I touch him, and then I take my dog slicer and just start trying to hack at him.
Start hacking away. All right, make your attack.
Okay, my first attack is going to be an instructive strike and see if I can learn something about him. Not too shabby
Not too
here.
bad.
That is a 23.
23 is a hit.
Okay, and then I can do a recall knowledge about him. What sort of knowledge?
A religion would be the best one, but if your best bet is
Okay.
to use your
I'm gonna do the
esoteric
-2
lore,
on
yeah.
esoteric lore. 18.
Yeah, you're not able to glean any more information from that strike.
Dang, stabbing him didn't work.
Well, stabbing him works in the sense that you'll deal damage to him.
Sure. So that's a 5, 10.
10. Did you have the +1 for backstabber?
No. 11.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
All the
You
way
cut
up to
right into him and
11.
he screams in pain. You gonna cut him again?
Yeah.
No,
I won't.
no on that one. But it does take us to the top of the next round. He is flat-footed. Chauncey, this is your moment.
Okay.
This is shine, gleam.
Chauncey's gonna reach into his pocket one more time, and you see another vial of black ichor.
Yeah.
And he like chucks it at him as he casts Worm Repast. Roll me a Fortitude save.
Fortitude save. That's out of the box. I'll put it in the box. All right. 22.
Meet to beat, right?
Meet to beat. Yep.
Yeah. That's fine. Since he's undead, it is 66 damage.
It's still very bad.
I rolled 2 1s on the first hit. Oh! Oh, a 5 and a 6. So,
Nice.
11, 13, plus 7, 19 damage.
19, is that already?
Plus
You
seven
need me to
is
have
20.
that, so it'll be 9 points of damage.
Plus 7 is 20.
Oh, sorry, 20. So 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
Then 1 action to reload.
Yep.
Final action fire.
All right.
Come on, baby. 27.
27 is a hit.
3 damage.
3 points of damage is too
Winged him.
much. But it was just enough because as the worms are eating away at his flesh, you see a momentary weakness. He's flat-footed. He can't react to the shot. You put one, and it just like tears off a chunk of his skull. And the worms continue to eat away at his body, and he lets go of Phoebe's throat and like falls to his knees. And he looks up and he says, "Just take me home." And then his body dissolves as the worms feast and consume his shriveled.
Bringing it home!
The king shot.
When the worms like sort of like turn into this black smoke that fades away, and there's nothing left of the old man except this bag of stuff. Going through it, you see trinkets and baubles, things taken from people. There's a sheep's leather mitt. There's a single coin on like a chain. There's a feather quill pen, all just like random odds in it. Like even the mitt, there's only the one of them.
Yeah.
Knowing the story of the old man, that while he discards almost everything he takes from everyone, there's always one thing he keeps. You know that each one of these things is something that he's taken.
How many are there, Jim?
Another of his victims. 4 items that you find in this bag.
That matches the 4 murders, right?
Matches the 4 murders. And though the old man was right, there were water ghouls. They were not responsible, at least not for the one death. Perhaps others. Either way, through your actions and the actions of Heroic Endeavors Incorporated, you have made the area and the kingdom of Halgrivanger just a little bit safer this day. And that is where we'll end our adventure for the night. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Good job, everybody. That was fun.
All I just want to say is that Phoebe comes up to each and every one of you and says, "Please hold," and takes it.
Oh, God.
Please.
Oh my God.
I cast harm.
That's the theme. Yes, please.
We appreciate all the raiders and all the viewers who joined us with tonight. Thank you all for playing an exciting game of Pathfinder with me. We will be back next week for a very special episode of Pathfinder Heroic Endeavors. But until then, we're out of here, everybody. Good night.
Good night,
We'll see you
everyone.
next
Good night.
time.
Thank you for
Bye, friends. Bye-bye.